closer than the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit, you think I'm playing. Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them, young boy fingers itching. Fingers squeezing on the trigger, they heard all them glitches glitching. Money man, I run it up, if I fall off I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions, I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. Mala bro, he makes it vanish, he with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground, it's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy, don't you have your bitch around. Switch up on this bitch, I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do, we spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide, think she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out, yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock, let's catch a op so I can test the bitch.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and good morning. What's up, Wookie? What's up, Laura? How are you doing? How is everybody doing? Let's go ahead and bring this in. I got to get my coffee. Yeah, good morning. Get up, everybody. Get up, get up.
Regulating our agricultural industry.
Everybody.
Maybe they could pay better wages.
Yeah.
Now, who are the people that want to constantly put regulations on the agricultural industry? Democrats. Who are the people that want to relieve our farmers of the regulations? Republicans. I need for somebody to explain to me why all these regulations are a good idea when all the regulations do is drive up costs. Shout out to Miss McGillicuddy. She says, good morning, hand from cooking breakfast and listening. Appreciate you. So once again, and I want to be clear about this, I want to know how inhibiting our farmers in America and allowing farmers from agricultural production businesses, manufacturers from other countries, selling all of their goods here at a low price, but our farmers, when they try to go sell in another country, it gets 200% markups. 200% tariffs, 75% tariffs, 150% tariffs. Why is the Democrats trying to run American businesses out of business? It's like they're in bed with someone else. Now I got to go look and see if I put the clip up. I don't think I put the clip up.
Hello, Dad, Father.
But I want to show you.
Hello, everybody. Good morning.
I'm just going to wait 1 second while I go load the clip in, because I didn't know that I was going to go directly here so quick. So
I can't hear this fucking character. Yeah, he said something earlier that was pretty funny. He was like talking about racist people. And it was pretty funny because I laughed because, you know, the Willie thing. He was like, imagine hating somebody for the color of their skin. Like something that they can't control. Like, you were born who you are no matter what the fuck. Like, you were born gay, Willie. So just be gay. Like, I don't understand it. You're born gay too, Jack.
We are aware of
it's sideways, son.
Targeting the 45th general election.
Look, this is what he does. This is what he does. Here's where it says source. The CPAC convention, April 7th, 2025. Jack then steals the content and sticks BBN magazine. Go look up BBN magazine and see if you can find it anywhere.
On the social media platform WeChat.
This ain't even a real thing.
Operation was launched by Yoli Yomien.
BBN magazine isn't even a real thing.
I'm going to rewind it. Listen! This is about Canada, but listen.
We are aware of an information operation targeting the 45th general election on the social media platform WeChat. The information operation was launched by Yoli Yomien, WeChat's most popular news account. Intelligence reporting links the Yoli Yomien account to the PRC Chinese Communist Party's Central Political and Legal Affairs Commission. The content of this information operation contains story about the Prime Minister, Liberal Party of Canada leader, and candidate in Nepean, Mark Carney. This content has
Sorry,
been
everyone.
amplified in a
I'd be my
coordinated and
lighter.
inauthentic way. This information operation had contrasting positive and negative narratives, first amplifying Mr. Carney's stance with the United States, and then targeting his experience and credentials. The site task force assesses that the foreign state-backed information
What's up, Lucky?
was intended to
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
communities and look to mold perceptions.
Yeah, we're gonna be weeding through this community a little bit. That's what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna start weeding through these people.
The campaign received high levels
You
of
haters.
engagement and views between 85,000 and 130,000.
Can you hear him?
impressions, and an estimate of 1 to 3 million views.
I can't even hear the content he's playing, bro.
Reports that the platform itself
Nothing. I was just
has
kidding.
1.3 billion monthly active users, but has not disclosed how many of those users live overseas.
Remember, Willie said I have a leak. I gotta watch out for that leak.
Hold on, let me so just so we could be clear, there's Canada officials basically saying, Canadian officials basically
Good
saying
thing I
that
don't
they
tell
have been
nobody nothing, huh?
compromised because the person that is now in charge is literally
Damn good
in
thing I
bed
know
with
better.
Canada, with China. Do you remember when we was talking about? Remember when Trump was talking about how all
The
offenses
damn
was
good
actually
thing I
coming
know
from
better.
Canada? Remember when Trump was busy trying to say that the people who were shipping the fentanyl into America was Chinese?
Yeah. Man, are you really gonna sit here and talk about the war on drugs and how Americans, how they keep the drugs here? Because you know why the drugs are here, Jack? Because they'll never be gone. You know why? Because people like to get high. Simple as that. Politicians, people like to get high, from billionaires to streetwalkers. People like to get high, bro. That's just what it is. There will always be drugs in our communities. There will always be drugs in this country, just like every other country in the world. People like mind-altering substances. I don't know what it is. It's just what it is. Period. That's why people drink. That's why people smoke. That's why people smoke crack. That's why people smoke meth. That's why people do pills. They want something mind-altering. That's all it is. That's the reason prohibition didn't work, because all the politicians wanted to drink.
Jamal Faridi says, for us, BBN family mods, all in the chat. Hit that
Prohibition doesn't work for anything.
Subscribe. Also, y'all could drop something in the Cash App or the
Tell
PayPal
'em, Jack.
or the Super Chat if y'all are enjoying the show at any point. People are
Tell 'em, Jack.
generally, I guess, never enjoying the show, so it'd be dope if somebody enjoys the show today. But
He's so mad. He must have seen that I was going live. He is so frustrated this morning, bro.
if nobody enjoys the show today, that's cool too.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to live with it.
I
what?
Literally
Get up and do it again tomorrow.
Probably be up for 30 hours straight because I'm so pissed off.
30 hours?
I slept less than I probably slept less than 40 minutes last night. And I'm so running on adrenaline that I can't even.
Adrenaline or drugs? I can't wait to hear this story. Oh, I can't wait to hear this story.
I said something, and then somebody tried to say I was saying something I wasn't saying, and then they misappropriated and tried to steal my voice.
You misappropriate.
That individual does not know what they did. They don't understand how irreparably they messed up our relationship. They have no idea. I promise you they don't. I promise you they don't.
Hello, Hope. I think my coffee's done. Let me get my coffee. He's such an actor.
Anyway, back to Jasmine Crockett real quick before we get to the other thing I want to discuss. Democrats holding rallies with no black people. I want to make sure we're going to discuss that. I'm going to get past that, and then we're going to talk about the stock market recovering. So let me finish with the Democrats holding rallies with no black people. And I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to stop saying this. Every single thing that the Democrat Party actually does is racist. They have convinced you all that racism against white people is okay. Shout out to East New York, salute with the $10 drop. They have convinced you all, right, that being racist towards white people is okay. They have convinced you that. They have taken a lot of people's hate for Caucasian people, and they've weaponized that hate against the American people, and have decided that anybody that doesn't also agree that all white men specifically are evil, then you're the problem.
He sure does.
And I'm here to say I deal with God.
He sure does.
I don't deal with these earthly platitudes that you people seem to want to simulate in your brain and then bring into reality and act like it's an actual thing. I don't care to play in that field, that area. None of this is important to me in the ways of anything that mean anything. What kind of person are you? That means something.
He got 100,000 subs.
So the other day, I told the story yesterday, but it's gonna take 2 seconds. The other day, probably about 4 weeks ago, probably about two months ago, me and Coach was in the center, and we're talking about females. And there's only one woman that one woman that I'm interested in. So every time you try to hook me up with someone else, that makes me not like you, because there's only one person I'm interested in.
What?
If you're really interested in me being with a person, you would try to hook me up with the person I'm interested in, not try to hook me up with somebody I'm not interested in. Because all you're doing is setting up situations where I have to tell somebody that I'm not attracted to them, and you're making me feel bad because I don't want to. The woman might be an attractive woman. She just might not be for me.
He sounds so fucking dumb. He's stuck on something again, bro. He definitely is on the scale, because he'll get stuck on something, and then he'll have to do like live after live after live talking about the same fucking thing. Like, he'll get stuck straight on stupid. He's a crisis actor.
Only one that I want, and if I can't have her, fine. I'll have no one.
Oh, that's real smart.
I'll go somewhere else and I'll go do something else. I'm fine.
Then why are you tripping?
Just so we could be clear. Every time y'all try to hook me up with someone else, that makes me dislike you more. I'm just saying what it is. So don't try to hook me up with nobody. That's it.
That's weird. You've been up for 30 hours on that adrenaline? From somebody trying to hook you up with somebody? You've been up for 30 hours? You be bullshitting, bro.
We're talking, and he says, but the girl got to be in the church. And I can't stress this enough. I don't know anybody else's journey with God. I don't know where you're at on that journey. So just because a person isn't
go to church, Jack,
now going to church, that doesn't mean I'm going to meet them and be like, oh man, I can't never mess with you. Maybe that individual wants to go to church. You know how many people would go to church? They think church is going to be forever. They think that when they go to church, it feels like 10 hours. It's only 2 hours. once a week.
So go, bitch. Why the fuck you telling somebody else?
Most of the time,
take your ass down to
for
church.
2 sessions. So, you know, I'm probably in there 4 or 5 hours.
You ain't
But
in
if I
no
was
fucking
dating a woman,
church.
she wouldn't have
Shut
to
up,
be in there 4
bro.
or 5 hours. You just pick one of the services, come with one of the services for me, an hour and a half, 2 hours, so we could be with God together and so that God could bless our relationship.
Yeah, you sound like a fucking
That's
stalker.
it.
What's up, James? You sound like a fucking weirdo fucking man. You do.
That's it. I just want God to bless our relationship.
I just
I want our relationship to work.
everything that
I
will
want
help,
to make
man.
sure that I'm treating
Everything
you
will
with
help.
love that
Bless
you
our
deserve, and
relationship,
you treat me
God.
with the respect that I deserve. That's it. In any regard.
That's why you're mad for 30 hours with adrenaline pumping? I don't get it.
We have to start.
That can't be the reason, bro. You ever heard of just ghosting a bitch?
Judge people by the content of their character.
You ain't got to tell her you're not attracted. You can ghost her because you'll know that she's not attracted. You're not attracted. That's simple.
I'm going to say that again for everybody that don't get what I just said. Dr. Martin Luther King said, judge people by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. Then why do the Democrats want you to judge everyone by the color of their skin and no one by the content of their character? And what do I mean by that?
And let me speak up for the half of a white man that I am. I'm half white man, half Mexican. My dad is full-blooded Mexican. Somewhere down there. It's Mexican, I believe. His parents were from Mexico. So that makes him full-blooded. But what I'm saying is I'm gonna go ahead and use my half white card and say, we don't need you caping for us. Racism comes in all colors, shapes, and sizes. People just want a reason to hate you. And when everything else looks and sounds stupid, that's the last resort.
What do you think DEI is?
He is the bitch.
DEI is the judgment of you.
That's probably why he's mad.
Ethnicity and the demographic you belong to.
It's probably why he's so upset, man.
It's legal racism. I hate DEI. Know how much it's gonna suck when we find out how many people died unnecessarily because individuals was hired because of DEI? And for anybody that thinks that I'm exaggerating, don't forget about that warship, 2 warships, I believe, that some women crashed. And in one of the warships that crashed over there, and I think it was in the Middle East, the men told the lady that you can't do that because, explained. And she was just like, oh, a woman could do anything a man could do. And then just crashed the shit.
That was the conversation, Jack? That was it? I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
Billions of dollars. Just crashed it. Millions of dollars. Just crashed it. Because a man gave her information and she wanted to deem that information wasn't good because a man gave it to her. So he got to be a misogynist.
So you're not racist. You're just sexist. What sense does this make? Does this make any sense? Don't be a racist, but you can be a sexist. Yep. Men are so much more above women. Yep. I think we're pretty equal, if you ask me. Not equal in the things that we can do the same, but equal as in life itself. Because there are things that men can't do that women can do, like reproduce, have babies. Can you have a baby, Jack? Can you bleed for 7 days a month and not die? I don't think so.
It's the patriarchy again.
Can women learn to drive a ship? Oh, I'm sure of it. Those are just things that you can learn to do. It doesn't take brute force to drive a ship.
Did we need things like that in the 70s?
God damn, bro.
Absolutely. Even in the 90s. kind of.
Boy, oh boy,
But unlike
oh boy.
a lot of you 20-year-olds, I lived through those situations.
I would hate to be waking up
I was
to listen to
alive
this
in the
dude,
80s
bro.
when black people couldn't get jobs.
I would
was
hate to
alive
wake
in
up
the
and have
90s
to hear
when black
this
people
would be my
started
morning
being
show.
able to get jobs. And I was
feel
alive
sorry
in the
for you.
2000s when people,
If you
literally,
taking this
at
shit
least
for
here
real,
in New York,
I feel
was
sorry for you.
preferring to hire black people over every other race of people. If you was a competent black man in the early 2000s, you'll get a job like that. And if anybody in New York City, tell me where I'm lying. If you were a competent black man
What
in the early
competent mean?
2000s, you got a job like that.
Tell us what competent
As
means.
long as you wasn't on no drugs and you could show up on time.
That's competent. No drugs and showing up on time. That makes you competent. I don't believe it does.
Exist no more.
You know
There's
what,
no
man?
real reason for DEI.
I used to work at this place. And this dude, I remember overhearing a conversation. It was like an old machine shop. I used to bend metal for him, like a brake press and shit. And I overheard this dude trying to get a raise. It was just like a little conversation dude was having with the boss or whatever right there on the floor. And I heard the guy, I didn't really ever take it out, but I soaked it in. And I heard the guy ask for the raise, like, "Hey man, you think I can get another $1 on the hour? I've showed up every day. I haven't missed one day, man. I've been here almost like it had been a long time, right?" And the boss literally said, "That has nothing to do with it. You can come to work every day on time. If you're not doing as much as Billy Bob is doing in 3 days, then you're not really producing the amount that someone else is producing, especially when you work on piece." So, like, just showing up to work is only part of the job, bro. You know that, right? You got to get there before the job even starts.
There's just no real reason. Which I should be asking yourself.
You should show up.
Why don't the Democrats
It's your
pay black people
job.
to go to their rallies anymore? Why they only pay white people? Isn't the Democratic Party supposed to be the party of the blacks? Shout out to East New York. Definitely appreciate you. That's a fact. I wish you would have dropped it in the Cash App. But I am extremely grateful. Believe me, I am.
I wished you would have dropped it in the Cash App,
I barely
man.
ever find anybody that likes the show. Like,
I
people
wish
don't
you
really
would
like
put
the
my
show.
Cash
I
App
mean,
because
I
I
would do
need it
more
now,
shows if
but I
people
don't
like
need
it. People don't
anything,
really
guys.
like the
I'm
show.
good.
Or they want to, or people
I don't need
generally want to come
anything,
here
y'all.
and
I'm
do is
good.
nitpick and try to play word games with me.
That's what he just said.
Both of those things are how do, like, chicks say the
Motherfucker want
word
to donate
ick,
to
like
me,
whatever
it
that
goes
is for
wherever
me.
it goes,
Both of
bro.
those things,
It don't
it's
matter
just,
to me. You can't,
once you do
motherfucker,
that, I don't
beggars
want to be
can't
your
be
friend.
choosers, you
Just be
fucking
honest.
dipshit.
That's the way I am.
God damn, bro. This
So
shit
let's get back to
amazes
work.
me, man. This shit fucking amazes me, bro. People come on here and they say, "Oh, I don't need it. I don't need your help. I don't need your help." But I sure wished you would have dropped that in that Cash App instead of that fucking super chat. Because now they're going to take 70% of it, and I'm not going to see it until the next 21st. Yeah, not this 21st, the next one, Jack. Beggars can't be choosers, bro. These people on this platform, bro. There's some people that deserve to, like, make a lot of bread on here, and then there's some channels I see where they're just outright faking content, lying to you, and it's like, God damn, look at all these idiots buying this shit, bro. So I think
Jasmine
like
Crockett
60% of the planet
is
fucking
first
dumb.
of all, the Democratic Party ain't getting elected for shit in a long time. I want to backtrack for 1 second to say something. Yeah, I do know,
especially on YouTube,
Trump is undoing a lot of the BS that they did.
Like, you be hearing all this shit
what
on
do you
YouTube,
think is going to happen by
shit be
August
half
17th?
lies, bro. People ain't talking
When
no
all of
truth
this
on
shit
here,
starts
man. This is the
actually
truth channel.
materializing.
A fucking loose cannon and brick
Keep
baby
telling
in the
y'all August,
feds
September.
fighting
I
this
said
shit. They
maybe
lying
to
like a
November, but I keep
motherfucker,
telling
bro.
y'all August, September. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. What do you think is going to happen in August, September? Oh, it's pinned. The Cash App. Oh, I thought it was pinned. It's not pinned. There we go. The Cash App is pinned.
Damn,
Appreciate you,
Jack.
fam. The Cash App is pinned. I thought it was pinned.
Talk
Aw.
shit and you didn't even
Thank
know
you
you're.
for letting me know my Cash App wasn't pinned.
What the fuck was that? Was that you talking to him like he's a baby? Aw. Aw. I thought it was pinned. Aw. Missed out on that Cash App.
So I want to be clear on this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. We as Black people have to stop looking at everything like color. You want to know the main reason I love our Black women? I really do. The woman that I'm want to be with, she's not Black, but I love our Black women. I promise you. I was literally.
She's Ukrainian or something,
and
Jack.
we
Or
have
Jewish.
the shows to prove it. Literally
Jewish.
talking about I'm looking for a Black wife for like 2-3 years before I moved here. I was dubbing every female, not even paying any attention to them unless they were Black.
So hold on, man. You're going at it all the wrong way, bro. You're out here looking for a wife. That ain't how you start the relationship, bro. You can't. You're 46, 48. Hold on, I'm 46. So you're 48. And you're out here looking for somebody to marry? Like, how you doing, ma'am? You want to get married tomorrow? Yeah, you're hot, Black. Mm-hmm. Can you take care of me? You want to get married tomorrow?
I moved here?
You want to get married tomorrow? Moving a place changes your whole life, don't it? Sure.
Anyway, I'm never going to date another Black woman. But I think they're the most beautiful women on the planet.
Dog?
If you find a Black woman that's with God, that's probably going to be the best mate you could have. If she sincerely has God in her heart, that might be the best mate you could have. But I genuinely 100% think Black men work better with women that were raised to be wives. So basically, if you have a Black daughter and you
hold on. I don't think I'm raising my child to be a wife. Neither one of my daughters. I don't know how to raise my child to be a wife, Jack. You only raise your child with values, morals, and principles. That's all you can do. And believe it or not, there's somebody out there for everybody. You will find your mate. I don't care if you're a mean old hag. Some dude's going to cuff you.
She's going to probably be top tier. It's just that we don't raise our daughters to be wives no more. All of our daughters get raised to be boss bitches. We don't raise our daughters to be wives.
That isn't raising. That isn't from the raising, though, Jack. The boss bitch thing, I doubt, is in the raising. That's more on like the media. So what can we do? Take all phones away from the kids? Stop all that shit? What's up, Zeke Black? Salute, bro. With the $5 drop, Jack. Look, I wish you would have sent that to my Cash App. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding, I promise. Salute, Zeke. I appreciate you, bro. You gotta take it how you get it, Jack. You fucking loser. Salute, Zeke.
Single thing else other than a companion for a man. So that part.
Like, I know there's men in this chat that have daughters. I know there is. And they know where I'm coming from. You can't us as men can't raise our daughters to be wives. Like, we don't know what it is to be a wife. That has to come with like the teachings of your morals, your ethics, your principles. When you grow up, now I want you to be the best wife you can possibly be. Yes. When you grow up, you suck that dick good so he don't go nowhere. What the fuck? Fucking weird, man.
Love
You
it.
how about
I wish things.
how
were
about
different.
this, Jack? Come up here with some personal teachings that you have taught. How about that? That'd be nice to see. I'd like to see you talk with a little more fortitude from what you're speaking of. Because I think you're on the outside looking in and you're just like, I want to be that. I want to be this. What's up, Cuddy? I want to be this. I want to be a good dad. I want to look like a good person. I want to be this in the eyes of the people. But it really, really comes off like you're just acting, bub. You're acting.
You know, I wish things was different, but I accept that they're not. In all fairness, I accept.
She got a husband. You hear he's up there talking about some woman. The only woman that you should be thinking you should have been with for the rest of your life should have been your baby's mother. That's the relationship you should be fiending over. That's the thing you should be trying to fix. Like, I mean, it's probably far way long gone now, but I don't know, man.
Well, I had the. I'll put it back up just in case. You still there? East New York? Oh shit, that's not it. You still there, East New York? Don't ask me why I have to type that shit so slow. I'm just writing everything wrong because I'm thinking about.
I'm thinking
I got
about
two
her.
things monopolizing
I'm
my
thinking
mind.
about her,
I'm
man.
just- like I said, I don't know how good the show is going to be. I got two things monopolizing my mind. I got
Here's the thing. The reason why I know that he just like lives off headlines is because Jack has a lot of points that are valid, but they're points that have already been used before. They're points that I've seen people use. Like a lot of these fucking like left or right wing podcasters and shit, I like to call them. They use these exact points. That's why I call it out every time I see it from him. What? Damn, it's only 27 degrees in here. What the fuck? I'm staying in the house all day.
damn girl monopolizing my mind, and I got the fact that person wanted to steal my voice monopolizing my mind right now. So it is what it is.
Monopolizing your mind. Never heard that before.
So it is what it is. Shout out to East New York with the $15 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. You the mans. People barely ever like the show. Thank you for pulling up today and liking the show. Is there anything else I need to talk about before I get to the next thing? Because I want to make sure I go do this Democratic. Okay, so the whole concept, the whole thing I'm trying to explain about the Democrats in Homegirl is this. And we're about to move on to the next topic. Definitely appreciate you, fam. Salute. The whole thing I'm trying to explain is this. All the Democrats do is talk about how everything is racist. They talk about how shit is racist that ain't racist. All they try to do is cause confusion. That's it. Not everything is racist. Some people just don't like other people. That's it. It don't have to do with racism. The wild part is every single time there's some black people that whenever they come into contact with somebody who isn't black, who they don't get along with, they think it's always racism.
No, they don't
sometimes
always
us
think
black
that.
People are pretty loud.
No, they don't. See,
Especially
here's
if
the
you're a
problem.
New Yorker, you're probably a little.
You said it right there. Anytime it was 85, fuck, bro. It got up to like 77 the other day, but now we're back to Indiana weather, man. Like, it just never stays in the fucking same place, man. It's like up, It's going to fucking flood tomorrow. Nope, we'll snow the next day. We had literally ice fucking hail the other day. I go out from work to hit my vape, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's fucking hailing. 95 tomorrow. That's fire. 95 is a little hot, but I'll take it over fucking 27 any day. How y'all doing? What's up, Sarah? Good morning, everyone.
Arrogant. You probably have a little bit of.
We're going to have a little fun this morning. We're going to float around the internet.
So sometimes people just don't like you for who you are. It has nothing.
We're going to float around the internet, have fun with a few different people.
That you're black. Let's stop being the victim.
I think racism is by choice or it's taught. Nobody is just born racist. I don't believe that. Not for one chance do I believe you're just born a racist. What's up, Tom boy? I just don't believe it. I don't believe you're born racist, man. I think it's either taught or you can become it. You can become it too by false teachings, by just what your surroundings are.
That's the issue that I have with the Democratic Party. They're constantly promoting victimism. So is that a word? Being a victim in any regard. Shout out to Gotham City.
Oh, you're in Florida.
Gotham City,
Florida too.
What the fuck is Gotham City? Oh, that's why I can't say the Gotham City. I can't say the last N because of the last word because of what it is, but it's Gotham City. Shout out to Gotham. He had a post the other day. Should I just let you see the post? I'm just gonna let you see it.
What did he say?
I should have put it up on the screen. I'm gonna start putting his post up on the screen.
I think you can become it too. You can actually teach yourself to become racist, but I still don't believe you're born that way. I just don't think that you come out hating anything. Your mind isn't even developed enough. you're like when you're a baby, you don't have any motor skills, any thinking skills. I mean, it starts to develop as we get older and older and older. But you're not born that way. No way. Even if you were born into the most racist household of all, right? You would still have to be taught to hate that person for no reason. No fucking reason at all. Now, I think that things can happen in life that can make you become racist. Like, bunch of white dudes jump a black dude. He might start hating white people afterwards. That's not nothing out of the ordinary. But I do not believe you're just born that way. I don't believe you're born gay. I don't believe you're born anyway. I believe we're taught everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Is this the same? Or is this the same when they just said that he took down Jackie Robinson picture from the website and you turn around and go check and Jackie Robinson picture is still there? Or is this the same when they said he was going to take down the Tuskegee Airmen?
I'm going to run a poll real quick because I just want to know. I just want to know. Go. No, dude. Come here. I kind of want to know what you guys think. Instead of just asking everybody, I can just run a poll. Fuck it. I want to know what people think. Do you think that Black history should be taken from the schools? I myself believe no. No. But I see people are different. Like I've seen Black folk have different opinions on it. So like that's why I'm asking the chat. I just want to know what you think. Because I've seen different opinions, and all points I've seen are valid, like why the reason behind it would be. And they're all valid, but I kind of want to know what you guys think.
And you go and check and it's
Hi, buddy.
fucking there.
Thank you.
Start the shit with the
He's sleepy, guys.
and, yo, they took certain shit out and they switched certain shit. Is this the same lady he's building a statue of in the garden?
Thank you.
When is this shit gonna stop?
I definitely think they need to quit dangling Black history over the people, though.
Like, I don't understand. You leave it up to
The next thing he say is me.
Fuck what he talking about or whatever. I don't fucking want to see it. I don't watch slavery movies.
Nope.
It seemed like all of these people.
I think it could be taught differently.
But it seemed like it's the people from this generation. Because my grandmother is 92. She do not want to go in no slavery museum and see no shackles.
I agree. See, that's a good point. That's a good, valid point. That's a good point. I agree with that point.
Listen.
Hold on, Jack. Shut up. I agree with that point. People are tired of seeing it. Nobody wants to see it. But yet, I don't agree with erasing like the history of it, bro. Like, that's your lineage. Hell, my people were half of me is Mexican. So my people were forced out of this country, driven into Mexico, and told they have to live there. Should I not be taught that? Fuck no, I want to know about it. Yeah, slavery's way older than 92 years. She probably had grandparents that were fucking slaves, but it's like 200 years. God. That's what I say, dog. That's what I say, man. I don't say that exactly like you because I wasn't thinking of it in that aspect, but like, I agree, man. I think your history and your lineage, I think erasing that kind of forces us all to be one. And I don't like the forcing of us to be one. I think if we want to be a one person, no more racism, we have to do that on our own. And by teaching our next generation that it's not good. I think racism is only taught, bro. If we stop talking about it and we stop teaching that you should hate something for what nothing, then you're always going to have it. You got to stop teaching it. Because I promise you, you're not born to hate someone because of the color of their skin. You're not.
Anytime she's seen anything about slavery,
Listen to this.
She starts shaking. That shit bring back trauma to their fucking brain. I don't want them teaching my grandkids.
But you're talking to 92-year-olds that it brings back trauma to. So we should worry about everybody that's so old that they still kind of remember what slavery and oppression was. So we should cater to them and not any of the people that are coming up in the world. Other people may feel differently, man.
Being inferior to nobody. Maybe y'all do. Me and y'all is different.
Still it, Jack.
You can say whatever you want to say about me. I hope they get rid of that shit.
Put the BBN mark on the bottom of it.
In there, when we was kings and queens.
Boom!
Diamonds, rubies, and we ruled. Put all of that shit in that museum.
They do. They do. They do. Have you not been to the museum, sir? They do put that in the museum. They do. That's a fact.
Whipped us, how they beat us, how they burned us, how they barbecued us. I don't want to see it. That shit makes me mad as a motherfucker. I never watched the whole slavery movie in my
So
fucking
instead,
life.
you want
My grandmother's 92. When you mention shit about
you want to just put it off to the side. That's the problem with our children these days right now. You're just pushing shit to the side because of their feelings.
So, one, shout out to Gotham. Two, I don't watch slavery
fire,
movies
Cuddy.
either.
I hope I have.
I don't watch
I
slavery movies. I've never seen
97 is fire, bro.
12 Days a Slave or whatever that movie is, 12 Years, whatever that is. I don't watch those movies. You know how hard it was for me
you don't watch it. You've never been through anything, Jack. Shut the fuck up. What oppression have you seen? The only oppression I've ever seen from you is you yourself oppressing your damn self.
So, I'll tell you my issue with those movies.
They're movies.
So whenever I think about slavery,
so serious.
all I think about is what they was doing to our women, and it makes
those movies. Do you think that they were the first people that were raped, Jack? They were raping the Indians before the blacks in this country. Do we forget what happened to the Indians? This country was built on people that don't fucking belong here. This country was built off of people finding it, running back and telling their homeboys, hey, I found something over here. You might want to come with us so we could take it. That's what it was. If you're going to go by history.
Just so we could be clear, there was a ton of black slave masters.
A lot of people did.
So I'm not.
I think I remember going through school and we watched it in school. I believe we watched it in class, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't it really long? Oh, yeah, he was oppressed by his dad. That's right. His own father, right? But speaks so highly of him. Well, fuck, I wished I had my pops around. You speak so shitball of your dad. And I know he was even there for you when your mama wasn't. I wished I had my pops, bro. But he was a piece of shit, so I'm glad he wasn't. Like, what would I become if he was around? Probably even worse than I have with everything I've been through. Probably even worse. He was he was in a biker gang, bro. He was a fucking outlaw. So I would have been off worse. I'm glad my mother kept him away. Fuck all
Talking
that.
about what white people was doing to our people. I'm saying what these evil ass heathens was doing to our people.
It was white people.
Just so we could be clear. Some of the worst slave masters were black.
You went there? Hold on, man. Where do you get this from? So black people owned slaves, right? But black people didn't have any rights. So how is that? They could just come take your slave from you. I mean, I get it. I learned about it. But like, if you are black and you own a slave, right? What makes you think you can own that slave if you yourself has no rights to begin with? Because when there was slavery, blacks didn't have a right at all. None. Let alone the right to own their own slave.
Most of those,
the
worst slave plantations were the breeding plantations. You know who owned most of the breeding plant? Black people.
Freedmen owned slaves. Okay, so so they were able to just free some and not the other ones. Yeah, I forget some of this shit. I may have forgot all this, but like, I don't know how you're freed here, but how do we know you're freed somewhere else? Did you get papers? Hey, I'm freed. Couldn't you just cross the state line and get snagged again? Native American owned slaves? Native Americans got ripped through, bro. Native Americans were the first people in this country, if you're going to history. In certain states, there were blacks who owned slaves. I agree with, I mean, I'm not saying that didn't happen, but like, there had to have been in the North. Maybe that's why racism isn't so prominent where I live, because I'm in the North. I don't know. It's not a big thing here. Like, I don't, like, you don't hear about racism. It's not in my, like, I guess it would have to be in my inner life, in my circle to know about it, I guess, or hear about it. But like, fucking racism, you know how fucking stupid you have to be a racist? African kings. Oh, I know the kings were doing it. It's a horrible day in our history, bro. It's a horrible time in our history. But look what they did to the Indians. Come over here, landed on land and fucking started scalping them motherfuckers, or killing them. Took over their land, forced them into Mexico, and made them all one tribe. That's when they started becoming like fucking Aztec, all them Aztec and shit.
Do some history. Go find out some of what actually happened. Because most of the shit that they put in these movies is lies.
It's fair to say. Then what is the truth then, Jack? Shut the fuck up. If what's in the... If you're not smart enough to understand that a movie is a fucking movie and that they do lie, then what are you talking about? If you watch a movie and it don't say all these are true events, then you're being lied to, bro. You're being lied to. Straight up. So you can learn a lot from people if you just shut up, Jack, and read.
So I can't watch slavery movies because I don't want to think
came
about
way before, yeah. Yeah, they were already a thing. But like once all the Indians were forced into Mexico,
I don't understand.
Then they all were one tribe, then, or a few different tribes, I do
but
believe.
We don't have a museum.
It wasn't like kings. How as spread out as it was across America when you had Sioux, Cherokee.
We don't have a museum for all of the black inventors that
Warrior
created
Ickens,
all of the things on
all
the
that
planet
shit, like,
Earth that created all the things in
they
America
killed it all
that
off.
planet Earth benefit from. Open up that museum.
What's up, Zeke?
Yeah, yes. I just moved into a loft, so you gotta work with me, man.
That's fire. You got a loft now?
Where I moved it. I'm in the loft now. I got the loft life. You know what I'm saying?
Is it all one open space?
Yeah, it's nice. It's real nice. Yeah.
That's fucking fire, bro. I've always thought about getting a loft.
Yeah. I just moved in yesterday.
That's fire.
So we're moving stuff around. Yes. Little loft
life.
life.
That's fire.
This is a strong topic. Couple of things. I'm 51 years old. When I was in school, we used to complain about not having enough Black history books. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? So we had to search and we had to go out. We had to go to the library. We really had, when I was at New York City, there wasn't a big selection of African American books. We all used to complain about that. My generation. So
people were kind of mad then that you didn't even have enough study of it.
Yes, we didn't have
enough. Now people are mad that you study it too much. What the fuck?
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened in my generation. New York City. Now the guy he posted, salute to God, I got no beef with him. He's from where I'm from, in Spanish Harlem. You know what I'm saying? In the 80s, remember, in the 80s, there was a lady called Olga Mendez. She was Democrat, and then she went Republican. When she went Republican, she got the vote for Ronald Reagan. Now, everything that Trump is doing is what Ronald Reagan did. He put a freeze on everything and a lot of shit. Or a lot of things with the federal thing. When Reagan's first 4 years, the stock market crashed. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You read his book, it's true. It crashed, Ronald Reagan, then they brought the economy back. Now, the thing that came out of that was the Puerto Ricans, right? The Puerto Rican vote between a portion of the South Bronx and Spanish Harlem. It helped him out, guessing for I guess Ronald Reagan with his New York City vote. And so the gift back was jobs and better opportunities for more Puerto Ricans in New York City. This is why you began to see more Spanish stores opening up, more Spanish cops. You know what I'm saying? There was more opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because the Republicans, that was the gift back for the Puerto Ricans voting Republican. So that's why, other than the drug trade, as everybody says drugs, the Latinos always had that one up because they went Republican. Not all of them, but a large portion of them did from New York City. If you notice, a lot of the people that you see jumping online talking the super Republican stuff are coming out of New York City. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a conversation and we're going Trump because Trump is doing this, he's going to do that. If they believe they support the Republican Party, there's nothing wrong with who you support, but y'all should have thought about that 30 years ago, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Never too late.
Do you believe it's never too late, though, right?
It's never too late. The views that they're having, that they're preaching are conservative, super conservative views that you will have to go to like a small town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That having these conversations, having these points, these conservative conversations, throwing this information out. That's why people are laughing at them. Like, that's not there's three parts of the Republican Party. You got the super conservatives, you got the Donald Trumps, and then there's like one more, like the Tea Party portion of them. That conservative is they're more churchy. They're more into the church.
Yeah, the conservative way of life.
Yes, they into that.
Yep. So here's my question to you. Do you think that they should remove Black history from the schools?
Not at all. You fought
Not
at
all.
Because the only people that really know about their
history
is West Indians, Africans. You ask an African about their history, they could tell you a portion of it. You ask a Jamaican, they could tell you a lot because that's what they educate you on.
Yeah.
Like my father, when he passed away, he was close to 90 years old. He really didn't know his history. He's from Alabama.
Yeah, I don't think they should take it out either.
He didn't know. He was from Alabama. He didn't know. Only thing you know what I'm saying? Because remember when he's born, my father was born coming out of slavery. So he's like first generation out of slavery. They wasn't teaching him about where he came from. A lot of people thought roots was their information. You know what I'm saying? Because
we studied roots real heavy. Yeah, when I was in school, I'm not far behind you. I'm 46. So I mean, it probably wasn't much different.
So you had to go to school to learn Black history. You had to pick a book up. What's happening now is people are trying to use online.
They're doing their own curriculum.
Yeah. Think about
they're doing their own curriculum.
1923 or Yellowstone. You think the Indians love seeing that their land was taken?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Absolutely, man. That's why a lot of these Mexicans that come over here already believe that this is their land, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, how are you stopping us from being here when you took it from us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. But see, when somebody again speaks that they got some intelligence, people begin to listen, and it's just rants. People are just trying to make conservative rants that they don't even know about. They believe that the conservative Republican goes against everything, which really doesn't. They just believe more in the God. They're more they're more churchy, they're more small townish. And it's
it's like your rural outside fucking, it's like your rural areas.
Yeah. Here in Missouri.
And honestly, everybody would love to live conservative. 85% of the people on this planet probably just want to live conservative lives, outside of fucking problems, stay away from people. You know what I mean? But the fact is, most of us live in cities.
Yes.
And
that's
we're
what happens.
around a
It's the
lot of
mixtures
different things.
It's the mixtures of the coaches. And to
Yep.
be honest with you, right? Because it's just I want to say I'm going against what he's saying. It's don't do the social media. Yo, this is what's this makes sense. You done heard something. Yo, who wants to watch a slave movie? Huh? So you're telling me that I
That's the
shouldn't
way
tell
I
my
feel too,
daughter,
Kevin.
and my daughter asks me about my history because there's kids that know more about gang history than
Yes.
actual history. You ask one of these young kids about, yo, when the blood started, they could break that shit down. Yo, 1969, whatever year it is, right? Ask about
Absolutely.
their own history, and then they look at you like you're crazy.
So here's my
You know
next
why?
question. Here's my next question. What do you think erasing any history does? Doesn't it
It
kind of
blinds the
force us
people.
all to be
It
one?
blinds the people. It blinds
Yeah.
the people. Definitely this culture we in. To me, it blinds them. Think about this. The average person is talking. The average teen is either talking some drug shit or some gang shit, right? So now you
Yeah.
erase
And
a whole
especially from
history.
the city.
So now, so now who becomes our martyrs? We erase history, right? Only thing we talk about is the drug dealers and the killers, right?
But
You see this online
here's
all
my
day.
problem. How do we erase history, though? How do we erase it when there's always going to be someone talking about what happened?
See, what happened is, and I'm going to say this because I want to give a message to the channel, but there's a certain sort of people, individuals that want to erase it because they want their history to be the history. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh,
you have to erase one and replace it with another. Think about this.
I get it.
There's a portion of school that know more about the Rainbow Coalition than any other history. You hear me? If you want to know about history,
And
you're gonna
that's
have to
not even
go with the Rainbow
history,
Coalition.
bro.
You hear me?
It's
You can
not
ask the
history,
average
though.
kid about Stonewall and he could break it down to you. You hear me? Huh? How you know
And
about that?
that's not even
It's
history to me.
exactly. But now you see what I'm
Here's
getting
my
at?
thing, though, too. How far should we date history back that we teach our kids?
I think whether your
Because you can,
family.
I mean, when you got a
I mean, I want to
curriculum,
ask you a question. If your daughter asks you, Dad, what's your family tree and your history? That like me, I can say the Bahamas, Cat Island. My cousins was Al Roca. They lived in a small town, a small village, and they was fishermen. And I learned that in the West Indian side. There's not so much oppression you hear, but when I talk about my black side, if of course my father grew up in segregated South, so that's all he tells me. Now think about that. If you erase history, then that's all that they know. You hear me?
yeah,
There's nothing good comes out of this. There's no, and that's why they want to. You know what I'm saying? Think about
yeah,
this.
I
You
get it.
ask your
I
average
totally get
black
it.
person that don't figure out their history. Yo, where your family's from? They're gonna tell you the slavery part. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? They're gonna
Yeah, and
tell
that
you
has
this.
it dates back for way further than just
But everybody
slavery.
wasn't slaves. You ain't gonna sit there and
Yeah,
tell me that every black man in America came from the South. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me
no,
that there was a bunch of blacks that came through
and not
the
all of
Atlantic
them were
Ocean.
slaves.
They all wasn't.
Uh-uh.
But it's the narrative created. It's a narrative, and I believe
Yeah,
that that narrative
the
has to
books would
stop.
like you to think that every black person in
Bingo.
America was a slave at that time, when that wasn't the truth.
That
Not
wasn't
everyone was a
now I
slave.
want to ask you
There
another
were
question.
even
I want to
black
ask you a
folks that
question.
wanted to be slaves just so they had a home. Yeah,
Harriet Tubman's run to Canada was to free the slaves, right? So
hmm
that was the whole goal. Her whole goal was to come to New York State. The whole goal was to go to Canada, to go to Toronto, wherever they was going. You know what I'm saying? Now think about this. There's a large mass of African Americans that come from their ancestors are slaves that came from the South that have a history because we was on a plantation. Now you see what I'm saying? We came here to Syracuse, we came to Rochester, we came to Buffalo because they was trying to get to Canada. There's a large portion. So think about this. Look at
there's a
history,
lot of
right?
them that went up north.
Now, who controlled Canada in the 1800s?
It's true.
Bingo.
Very true.
So again, so why would people want to run to a country that, you know what I'm saying? So it's who tells the story, who has the popularity.
Most
I believe
definitely.
that you shouldn't take.
It's definitely who teaches the story.
Yeah, and I'm going. And what I'm gonna say is,
Hi, Lala. I appreciate you, darling.
I'm not. Like I said, listen. This is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
me
I'm
going
no
with the way I grew
historian.
up,
I'm not no
I'm not
historian.
every
I'm
person,
not great
but
on
I
it.
know. But I know if you erase, because you can't erase. So if we just keep it to American history, right? Let's just keep it American history, right? And all I taught you was American history from an English perspective. Then that's England history. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah, yeah. You have to date it
Because
back
that's
to
our real
England time.
history is England. That's our real history. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? You hear
that's
me?
very true. God damn it, I got
If you
no
take
place
it from
left on
that
my fucking.
perspective, they're not gonna say
So true.
they might put some Native Americans in the history because they had land, and you're gonna put the Mexicans, but that's it. You know
Yep,
what I'm saying? You hear me? So
yep.
what's true American history?
Uh,
That means they're taking us out of it.
I,
You know
I
what I'm
don't.
saying? You know what I'm
Here's my
saying? You hear
thing.
me?
Yeah, I think when we start talking history, though, we gotta, and when we're talking about teaching it, we gotta think about like how far do we date back what we teach our children. You know what I mean? I do definitely think that we should keep Black history in the schools. Most certainly, dude. I don't
I
think
definitely
that
do believe that.
I don't think we've come that far in history to erase that point in time. Like we've started to erase
Because
the
race,
Egyptian culture.
yeah,
We started to not think about like people when God was around. You know what I mean? When Jesus was
yeah.
here. We can start to teach things, but I don't believe we've got far enough to not teach that. In my point of
You
view,
also, yeah.
I enjoyed Black history. I'm sorry, I did. My only
I
school
do.
credit,
So
my only high school credit was in history, U.S. history. I promise. That's my
now, now,
only
now,
one.
now, now it's the funny thing is exactly when if you take the history out, right? That means what makes American. What like if we say Ireland, you got Northern and Southern, you got Catholics, Protestants. American. We take away Black history, then what's true American history?
I think.
Because now
Do you think
every other
it's
country
them
tries
trying
to
to
bring it.
erase the bad that they've done themselves? I think it
I
is.
know this. I don't. You know what I realized? I realized that it's history. When I look at the East Indian, what's their history? They come with English education. When you meet an African, they have a European education. When you meet an average person from the Middle East, they have a European education. So a lot of them are tied in with England, France, or Spain. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah,
Is
it's
where they
every one
come.
of them.
Our
Every
only
one of them.
portion of
Our
American
country's
history,
built on fucking
yes,
immigration and
yes,
people from different
yes.
cultures. And I think we should teach them all. I think we should
Teach
have
them
more
all everything.
Spanish teachings. We should have more fucking English teachings. We should have more fucking.
Yes.
I think they're just trying to kind of like erase the bad that they've done because it just keeps react over and keep going and going and going. And look where we are.
You know, good point. Good point. That's a good point. Yeah, and I like that.
I
I
think they're
see
really
what
trying
happened
to
is
erase
they
all
they,
the
they
bad that
mix
they've done.
because they. I'm gonna tell you well to me the new Black history is hip hop. The only Black history that they seem to sell the world is something that started in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
That's
Think
very
about
true,
this.
bro. When you
Think
think
about this.
about
The only thing
everything
that
that
can pump into the
encases
world
US, yeah,
is something that was created in New York City with a bunch of urban kids doing the Ronald Reagan era, the Gerald Carter era, the Jimmy Carter era, and these are the things that came out of this. So fuck it, that's black. So basically, that's the new Black history. That's Black history. This is the music, the culture. This is Black culture.
Jack's listening to us. Hold on, y'all. Let's go catch this up. Let's hear Jack listen to us.
Yeah, this is hip
People
hop.
treat
This
you.
is hip hop.
Student
Actions to
visas
revoke all visas
revoked
held by South.
nation.
Both have said their PLA last spring.
Yo,
So
you
the
know what?
first thing I want to say,
Go ahead. Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. You're
That
good, bro.
6ix9ine thing, that like this, you know what I'm saying? I believe everybody has their opinion. They have the right to their opinion. You're taught racism. You're not born racist. So if somebody's actually really racist because they was around it or taught that. And the average person really ain't racist until you move them out of situations. Like me, if I live in my projects, if I grew up with a bunch of blacks, people hate Puerto Ricans. If I grew up with a bunch of Puerto Ricans, you may assume they hate blacks. That's just how they're thinking of people. But you are your own individual. Now back to Jack. The 6ix9ine situation, he's never gonna take. See, he messed that up. We don't know why you messed that up for, because you get 30% to the people of 6ix9ine shit, right? But the other 70% was on me, Crown, giving people bags and disrespect. So of course, who's gonna take you serious? You know what I mean? 70% your content. You drop your own bag because I don't because you don't know what it is, AD. That's like he's saying right now with Coach. I guess he's talking about Coach, right? Like you said, he gonna make that his monologue for the next one. By next week, he's gonna say that Coach worked for me. Watch, you hear me? By next week,
not a girlfriend. He's got a woman he's eyeing down now.
Exactly. Well,
he's got a new woman.
He needs that in his life.
He definitely needs some pussy in his life.
He needs that in his life. He needs that in his life. You know what I'm saying?
But he's not with her. He just thinks about her.
He thinks about her.
That's what he said.
And that's why I tell you, see, the truth comes out. That's why he goes to the center all day. You know what I'm saying? To see her. He just happened to get high there. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Oh man, let's go.
Everybody seen her working there. And in his eyes, in his head, he loved her. You know what I'm saying? But I won't say that. I won't say he stalked her. You know what I'm saying? That's
every last student that is not an American citizen, but goes to those schools and disrupt those classes. I want them to get rid of every last one of them. So the ones that's just protesting and they're not disrupting the class, let them protest. Protest is a protest. But for the ones,
tell me about it,
that's preventing people from going to class, shutting down buildings, doing all that other stuff. Shut them out of here. Snatch how they come out.
Shout out to Lala with the $2 drop, baby.
Snatch they visas.
Shut up.
Right now, 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 right now.
I get what you're saying, Kevin. I really, really, truly do. But Jack played a video of a black man saying really good, valid points on why they want it out of the books, like why they don't want to see Black history. But I get it. I mean, I really think that's what I was saying, and I think they're trying to be shout out to Zeke, man. Salute, bro. I think they're trying to take away all of the bad shit they've done, bro. Like they've taken this, like our country is built on people that don't belong here. Is it not? That's how the skyscrapers got built. By people that don't belong here, willing to risk their fucking lives and climb fucking iron and shit. Go up in cranes and fucking zap fucking metal. That's how our country was built. But yet, you have all these immigration laws. You have all these things where you're sending people across the fucking world. Like, you have to see both sides of it, bro. You just truly do. Oh, he ain't gonna stop screaming.
We have a ton of people who are here legally.
That's always been that way, Jack.
The right thing.
Okay, that's always been that way. Period.
Can we please get rid of all the people that are here legally doing the wrong thing?
That's what I say.
I think when we get to a certain level of kicking some of these rat bastards,
let's just chill with going to pick people up. I think that's a little bit overboard. Knocking on people's doors and shit. I'm not with that. I don't think I'll ever be with that. Because I'm a little bit against my government. I don't like my government, but I love my country. You understand? I fear our government, actually. But I love this country, bro. But that's exactly the way I feel about immigration. Let the people that are not supposed to be here get in trouble. I don't care if it's a DUI or a murder, period. You can catch a fucking public intoxication case or a murder. When they're done serving their time, because they owe a debt to America once they commit their crime here. Once they're done serving their time, you immediately put them in a facility that takes them back to the country they belong in. It's that simple. But you do not have to go around knocking on people's doors, taking phone calls. Oh, this guy's an illegal. Let's go get him. Oh, well, he's illegal? Okay, go get him. No, I'm not for that. But let them get in trouble. Because they will. They will. They'll get in trouble. And then that's when you take them back to their country they came from. Because they're here illegally. But once they do a crime, hi Freddie. Once they do a crime in America, they owe a debt to our society. So we put them in jail. We make the money off of them. Once they're done serving their time, I don't care if it's 40 fucking years. Make them serve their time, send them back to where they belong.
Out of the country, and I'm only talking about the people that are committing the crimes. I'm not talking about the other people. I think then we need to scale back and we need to start offering opportunity to the individuals that's here doing it the right way. Once again, the people who have neglected to get their citizenship but have been here being good citizens.
How do you prove how long you've been here,
years you've been here? Y'all should be so pissed at the Democrats, not at Trump.
Because if you're an illegal citizen in our country and you've been here for a long time, it's probably fair to say that you're probably under an alias that's probably not even your real name at birth and that you're living here fraudulently. So, like, who's to say any of this could be true for anybody that's here illegally? Are you stupid, deaf, or dumb?
If they never open that border,
that's one damn thing that people will do is fucking lie. Yeah, your name's Geraldo? Yep. Real name's really Jose. Your name's Singh? Oh, really name's Shu. Like, it's simple. If you're here illegally, you're probably under an alias. So, like, they're not going to tell you who they truly are. So how are they going to get papers?
Doing what he's doing right now.
They're not supposed to
if
get
they
the
never
papers
open
that
that
way,
border,
Jack.
They probably win another election.
Do you understand you can't cross the border to get asylum and then say, hey, America, I'm already here. Will you give me my papers? That's not how you do it. You broke rule number 1. You come across the border illegally. It took my mom 30 years to get the citizenship here. Yeah, there's like a thing that you have to go back to the country. If you come here illegally and then you try to file for citizenship, they're going to want you to spend more time in your country first. You're not going to just be able to stay in America. No. You're going to have to go back and then come here and then go back. It takes money. It takes time. But after that, you've brought a whole generation of people into a freer world, bro. I love this country, man. I just think the values are shifting. And we could take it back.
What about that?
But it can't be done by
thought about
people.
The reason why the Democrats lost is because people don't want their kids to be gay.
Shout out to your mom, dude. That's called diligence.
The average
30 years
human being, I'm not even saying American citizen.
We use the restroom and get a drink.
The average human being wants their child to be straight. No person with any fabric of morality wants to teach LGBTQ stuff in schools. This is why the Democrats lost. Because y'all decided, the Democrats decided to talk to people than with them. You know how you talk to people? You know how a person says a thing and then you take their word and try to make it seem like they're saying something that they're not saying, you're talking to them. You're not talking with them. You're talking to them. You're talking down to them. If you got to talk to somebody, why don't you speak up to them? I'd rather you speak with me, not to me. But if you got to speak to me, why can't you speak up to me? Because that would be humble, right?
I'm on day number 4 with no soda, yo.
I want them to snatch every last visa from every last people at these colleges. All this BS.
That's funny.
I want them to take all federal funding.
You had to go back and then come back. See, that's what they want my homeboy to do. And he's got to go back for like 7 years, bro. Yeah, I'm on day number 4, y'all. I'm starting to feel a little better. I don't want to really talk about it, but I got some serious issues going on. I don't think it's really something I want to talk about right now. So I'll just leave it up to your brain to think. You know, I got one.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
I'm chilling. To talk about the immigration thing, like when he came to this country, right? Well, he came up. Well, he actually came like first class in a plane from the Dominican Republic because the ambassador where he was working at went up and gave him like that letter saying that he could come to the United States since he was such a good worker at that embassy.
Okay.
Yeah, he worked in the American embassy. Now, what I'm trying to say is that when my dad and my mom, when they married and everything like that, and they had my sister, this was before me, of course, he had to go and spend like maybe a few months back in the Dominican Republic in order for, the American government to have everything in order. So that was that's what he was doing until he actually got like his permanent job and such. That was like in 1978.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Do you think Black history should be erased from schools?
Nope. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff that, that they're actually trying to do towards the African American community, which a lot of people are not talking about. This is why they're having a thing between Tariq Nasheed, calling Tethers and everything like that. Because you have certain people.
Tariq Nasheed has much of a voice, though, as people think.
Actually, yeah, he does, though. And this is what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't really have a voice, but he has a voice. The reason why he's having his movement, right, is that he believes that the United States government, the elite, right?
Yep.
So the elites, they want to go and have like a lot of African and Caribbean immigrants, right? So therefore, whenever they pass laws which is not really to our benefit, they're like, oh, well, I'm this and that. When there's like actual African Americans that that their ancestors been through slavery and everything. So that they could actually that the immigrants from the Caribbean and Africa could actually override them every time. And that's why I think that we need to have our history, because think about it. If you're going to go around and say, oh, okay, to the African Americans, we're going to go on and we're going to make sure that you don't know nothing about your ancestors. So therefore, you cannot ever
trace back your lineage.
Yeah, that you can't ever progress in life. So that's why.
Do you think you need to know your history to progress in life, though?
Yeah, because think about it. A lot of people don't understand that when you take away a person's history, right? You're actually taking them away their self-worth. Like that person don't know what great achievements that people before him came and did. Exactly. So therefore, when you have people that will actually say the N word, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you don't know your history and everything like that," but we know ours. That's why.
You know what I feel about the N word? I think it's pretty stupid at this point. I really truly do, because it's just a word, bro, at the end of the day. And people get out of shape over just words. And it's not, I'm not saying just black people get out of shape over it. It's white people, it's Spanish people, it's folks. It's like people get bent out of shape over words. And that just amazes me that our society hasn't progressed enough in their brains to understand that words aren't thinking for words. I mean, words can be used as like weapons, but only to a degree where they're painful.
Yeah, but the way that I'm saying is that, okay, that throughout the history of the United States, right? There was a guy by the name of Schomburg, right? His teacher went up and told him, and this is why I'm saying that we need Black history.
Oh, I agree.
A teacher told him, and this is Arthur Schomburg, by the way, who was born and raised in Puerto Rico. A teacher went up and told him while he was going to school that Black people have no history. The reason why African Americans have history is because of this man, Arthur Schomburg. That's why they have the Schomburg Center in Harlem. So therefore, all the artifacts that he had brought about Black history, where African Americans came from, all that other stuff is attributed to him. So you have certain people who are YNs and their parents didn't teach them that good. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they're doing the stuff that they're doing. But if a person has a sense of self and everything like that, the corporate world or any place that they have, the reason why that a lot of African Americans are competitions, and you got certain people who actually downplay the competition, there's like they don't want to see future competition in the long run. So when you see a whole bunch of
words can be weaponized, dog, but I think like words can only be weaponized to people that allow it to hurt them.
But the point that I'm trying to,
it may have an impact on you, Don, when I say a bad word, but it may not have an impact on someone else. And I think that's how words are used. So I understand
what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is that when you have certain people say, "Oh yeah, we're not going to go around and teach Black history," my thing is that, okay, since you're not going to go around and teach Black history, and the common goal is to not even try to integrate people, the common goal is that we always have to have somebody to look down under, and then on top of it, when the thing is though, when a person tries to express their history, they try to make them look like a fool, like it never happened. All this stuff, when otherwise you have scientists and historians like in Europe and everything like that could actually document your history. But the thing is, though, with the United States, is that they want to take away the history from certain people, so therefore they don't have self-worth. That's the point I'm trying to say.
I don't think it should be erased either. I don't. I think it should be taught. I think it should be taught even deeper than we teach it now.
Hearing the BS.
I have no problem with history. I don't.
Me neither.
Kids in this freaking camp.
It's like I'm Afro-Dominican, and I'm glad that I learned
and you should be
African American history.
Show up in class, and you should be encouraging.
It's not all the same. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, it's not
showing up to class that they are paying for.
Like the one I think what they're trying to do, what they should do, what they're doing is teaching just U.S. history in it, basically. And what they're trying to do is, I think so many different cultures inside of Black culture. Like people from different islands, people from the main island, people from, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to like take that out of the history book, stupid, bro. Get over it.
Paying for it. You're stealing services.
Keep it in class, man. Until
you're literally helping services to be.
I can see when a teaching gets overabundant and you don't have to teach that anymore.
And I want
it becomes irrelevant. I get that.
And I want their ability to teach to either be suspended or extracted from them, taken away, snatched. Rain said it's hard for
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Members, bro. I appreciate everybody in here being a member. If you ain't a member already, become a motherfucking member over here, yo. I'm gonna be trying to hold a fucking giveaway this month. I'm going to be trying to hold a giveaway this month. I'm going to be trying to hold a giveaway this month. So stay tuned. I think it'll just be a cash giveaway. I don't know. Maybe a gift.
Everyone ain't me. Well, I'll entertain that for a second or two. I also don't want any gay girls. No disrespect. I don't want that. So we're living in a culture, and I mean, I can't even express this enough. Where there's so many people that just do anything.
You know what's funny, Jack? I've got 2 gay daughters. You know what we didn't teach them when they were growing up? Be gay. You dumbass motherfucker. You're a stupid son of a bitch. You really, truly are a stupid son of a bitch.
Nah, but I'm gonna say this. Even though that he is unwise and everything, AD, there's like in New York City and everything like that. Now within the curriculum in certain public schools, they're actually having people who are transgender and everything reading books. So, I guess he's talking about that.
But what I'm saying is, by the time you're at that age, I think you know if you want to be gay or not. I mean, high school, like straight up, dude. I got 2 gay daughters, and never once did I teach them to be gay. You dumb motherfucker.
Right. But I'm talking about the preschool kids. That's what they're doing now.
I wouldn't have my kid in that school. That's where they would be removed.
Exactly.
My kids know what's up. My kids know, bro.
When I was in high school, they didn't even teach nothing about gay sexuality. It was just like, everybody.
Sex. My class we didn't even teach about sex, really. It was about the sexual organs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they only talk about that.
About the action of sex. It was never about the action of having sex, but maybe twice in the whole goddamn time I was there.
Yeah, the only thing I seen was a video where the woman gave birth, and people say, "Oh, I'm so horrified." I'm like, I don't see what the heck you horrified. That's life. Even though that looked gross, but I'm like, hey, it happened.
I was in the room when giving birth. I was there twice in the room.
And back in like around my father's days and everything.
I've seen a C-section and a straight to the pussy. Yeah. I've seen them both, bro.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, what I'm trying to say is this, right?
The actual birthing of a child is it made me cry, bro.
Yeah.
When she was getting cut open for the C-section, that was ridiculous, son. You could smell her skin burning and shit, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Holding her hand like, oh my God, dude. And then once they cut her open, bro, they just pushed on her belly and out come my son. Whoop! I was like, hold the fuck up, bro. Whoa! But the actual natural birthing of a child, bro, is a beautiful sight, dude. It is.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I just don't make friends no more. Because somebody will try to be a friend.
My last child, I didn't cry though.
Some dude that was
and the birth of a child made Jack sound like a broke Funk Master Flex.
Now when he see me every time he try to act like he got an attitude with me. No, nigga, you wanted to sleep with me, fam. You mad that I'm straight.
Is he talking gay sex again?
I mean, if you actually look at it, right? Just analyze how he's talking, right?
He's talking like gay dude wanted him.
He always talking about gay shit, right? So therefore, if you actually look at it and you look at the way that he sounds and everything like that, or the woman that he wants, and I'm talking to all the women who are actually on the chat right now. If you were to date a man that sounded like Jack, fuck about the looks. I'm just talking about a guy that sounds like Jack. You be like, okay, I know this man ain't gonna protect me. and then he sounds like a female.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. I don't know anybody that I've ever.
It is what it
Hold on.
is.
Any woman that I've ever known is way out of class. Way out of class, bro. Hey, shout out to y'all for jumping on that poll, man. I appreciate it. I just wanted to hear y'all's voice about it. It's like, I mean, everybody has a voice. I didn't know if you guys felt the same way I felt, but obviously you guys do. Salute to that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to treat you no different. I'm not going to hate on you, and I'm not going to.
Your mic is picking up a bunch of wind.
I'm not on that type of time.
Yeah.
I don't care how much of a tough guy you are.
There you go.
None of that matters to me, because I will literally choose death first.
For what? Over being fucked in the butt? I hope you do.
I can't even explain
You're
to
not
you how I
gay.
know that to be a fact.
He would choose death over being raped. That's dumb. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. He would rather die. I don't know if I would take that bet.
I can't even explain to you how I.
I mean, I'm not gay or nothing, but like, if it was death for being fucked in my butt, I don't know, man.
For everybody that's happy,
I'm not gay or nothing, bro. But
shout
like
out to
death,
the and I'm still here today.
Like death,
that's the
you're
best.
gone forever. I don't think so.
But yes, 100% choosing death.
No, he's not. Don't let this guy fool you.
Yeah, 100%.
He might though. He might let you shoot.
What's
him
the
in
highest
here.
number we have? That percent.
Infinity. Infinity percent. I'm choosing death, man.
There's so many gay people out here in Coney Island. It's bananas, yo.
What?
Bananas.
How do you know all these gay people, bro? How in the fuck do you know all these gay people? And how do you know they're gay? What's up, man? How do you know they're gay?
Who looked at me and started blushing. You don't know how pissed off I got.
So you're gonna go around gay bashing? Film it.
What the fuck is that about?
Film it. It didn't happen.
You trying to get me to do some shit I don't do?
Hold on, bro. So a man walks by you and he's blushing, so you automatically think that he's gonna try to butt fuck you? Oh my God. Jesus, bro. What goes through your brain?
I 100% take shit like that. The main reason why I didn't take the shit that happened on the bus with the dude that I know personally is because I know the dude.
So you know him. You know him.
That other dudes that I don't know, yeah, I take that personal. Because
So
we
you
shouldn't
let a
have
man
any
fuck you as long
interaction
as you know him.
at all. The dude that I know him. So I know, you understand? Like I know. You understand what I'm saying?
Know what?
So it's like, how can you hold somebody accountable that, whatever.
What?
But I don't know if them other dudes got a problem or issue. So I'm 100%. Take it as personal as anybody could take anything. You want
got hit on by a dude
going to hell. You are the biggest enemy that I have.
You got hit on by a dude. Now the world's
not
gonna
just to
end.
die, but you want me to go to hell. You are the biggest enemy I have.
Don't hit on Jack because
You
if
want
you
God
kill him,
to
he
hate
has to
me.
go to hell. This gets
Now,
wild, bro.
Just so we can be
what
clear,
goes through his brain?
if you go do some strange stuff, I'm
not going to
go
hell.
talk to your priest, your pastor, find out how you could get back into the right side with God. I'm not here to tell you whatever. But I do know that he said that if man sleeps with another man like he sleeps with a woman, it's an abomination. That's in the Bible.
I hope I'm gonna die. Gotta die.
Secretary.
Where did he go? What did it say? Hold on, man. I gotta read this. I'm trying to get his Google search. Speed test. Trump tariffs. Administrator. Video game term CC meaning. Closed caption. Was the Rhino in Marvel Comics originally an Incredible Hulk villain? This is what this guy's searching on the internet. At 48 years old, he wants to know if the Rhino in all the Marvel comics was originally in the Incredible Hulk villain. Yeah, you're going to get a wife soon. You're going to get a wife soon. And right there, you see where it said Trump? That's where he got his thumbnail from. Right there. Look, he's just looking up words. A panicking. Trump. Trump. Trump.
It is actually reported that there is sexual immorality. Oh, this is what he's talking about in the church. Yes, this is a fact. So
oh my
basically,
God, he's on God.
he's talking about
gay
so
now.
Is it Paul?
God and gay.
Anyway, so
incest is not gay. Incest is fucking your fucking family, bro.
Corinthians.
Yeah, that's gross.
Paul. Okay, so Paul is talking to the Corinths basically, and there's basically the issue and the problem is the stuff that's happening in the church ain't supposed to be happening in the church.
Yeah, you've already went over this. It's an abomination.
Church, there's a whole lot of things going on that
just
ain't
like
supposed to happen.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
So when he wrote
was
this,
an abomination.
Corinthians, he's basically trying to tell the peoples of Corinth the appropriate way to worship the Most High. So that's basically what the First Corinthians is about in any regard. Right here it says, it is reported that there is sexual immorality amongst you, and of a kind that even pagans do not tolerate. A man sleeping with his father's wife. That's bananas. And you are proud.
Fuck your father's wife, bro. I mean, that's pretty fucking crazy if you want to know the truth. Like sleep with your dad's wife, bro. That's your mom or stepmom. I mean, stepmom wouldn't be too bad, I guess, but mom, no, bro.
Shouldn't you rather have gone into mourning and put out your fellowship that the man who has been doing this? So I'm guessing
they're saying expose him, dumbass. Expose him. That's what they're saying.
Sleeping with the father's wife after the father's gone. In my part, even though I'm not physically present, I am in the spirit as one who presents with you in this way. I have already passed judgment in the name of the Lord on the one who has been doing this. So when you are assembled and I am with you in spirit and the power of the Lord Jesus is present, hand this man over to Satan for the destruction of the flesh so that the spirit may be saved by the day of the Lord.
You know what that meant, Jack? It meant expose him. The destruction of the flesh. He has to be exposed. The man that's doing this to his mama and everybody else knows it has to be exposed. Duh.
Now, first of all, thank you for bringing that up. This is about a different type of sexual immorality. It's not about homosexuality, but it is about knowing who you should and shouldn't be sleeping with. That's bananas. How you sleeping with your father's wife?
That would make that.
I don't care if it's not your mother.
What?
That's bananas.
Who says it ain't your mom?
We ought to go on.
Who said it ain't your mom? It's your father's wife. Who else would it be if you're in the Bible? Everybody stuck with their families back then. If it's your father's wife, it's your mom. I'm not sleeping with my mom. I'm sleeping with my father's wife. That's some Bob and Tom fucking music shit, bro.
No, but
it says I'm just sleeping with my dad's wife.
All right, but to interject, Jack, I'm not Jack. I mean AD. What Jack is trying to say is that during those times, I'm talking about the biblical times.
Yeah,
you had certain men who were actually, rich and everything like that. They had like 2 or 3 wives that they actually lived with.
I get it.
So,
you're saying don't sleep with your father's wife. I get it, but it's your mom. Still your mom.
Right, but he might be talking about the other father's wife too.
Isn't that your mom too?
No. Well, I'm trying to say during the olden times, right? You had men that actually had like 4 wives.
That would be your stepmom.
Exactly, and that's what they're saying.
Okay.
On what
I mean,
It's being
bagging down your stepmom's pretty fucking bold in itself, but like
indicated by the
about incest. See, dealing with a case of incest.
That too.
dealing
It's his mom
with a case of incest. So is this his mother or is
Yes,
this
Jack?
a woman who married his father but isn't his mother? Because in that case, so that's incest also?
Yes.
So you don't have to be
family. It's
as
family.
far as the Most High is
Inner core
concerned,
family
you don't
shouldn't-
have to be.
Inner core family shouldn't be sleeping with inner core family. I think we all know this, correct? Right? I think we're taught that you shouldn't be sleeping with another person while you're sleeping with this person. Most families teach that cheating is wrong. You know what's even more wrong? Cheating with people in your family. That's called incest. No matter if it's the same bloodline or not. That's called incest. It's family.
Related by
Cousin,
blood,
your
and incest can
cousin.
still happen. I don't know. I'm curious about that. I gotta go speak to her.
Dude, I remember when I was growing up. To this day, bro. And let me tell you, dude, the chick is hot as fuck now. She was a cutie back then. I used to go to my uncle's house over the weekend. We used to go hunting and fishing and shit all the time. And sometimes I'd just go over on the weekend and we wouldn't do anything. I would just chill at his house. Well, on his wife's side of the family, her niece would come over and she had a thing for me, bro. She would fucking follow me around everywhere I went, tell everybody in the family about me, talk about me, blah, 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 blah. But I couldn't date her or even try to talk to her in that manner because she was just so close along family lines, bro. Like she was my uncle's wife's niece. So like I was like, can't do that, bro. Because if it don't work out, you're gonna fucking have problems in the family now. People gonna start taking sides and fucking talking shit and all that. So like, it was just way too close, bro. But I will say she's a beautiful chick. Beautiful as a motherfucker.
But no, definitely. But this is the part that I wanted to point out that I thought was dope. Hand this man over to Satan for the destruction of the flesh.
Hand this man over means expose him. You can't even
hand this man over to Satan for the destruction of this flesh, so that his spirit may one day be saved by the Lord. Are they saying kill him?
Look at that. Look at this, Jack. I've never seen this on a vape before. Let's say. It says vanilla custard, right? But when you turn it over, whoa, what's that say? Built in the United States of America. I'll be damned. I think I found my new vape company. If it's built right here in America and not overseas, you got my money, buddy.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many of these right here that come from China and fucking who knows where. And who knows what they're putting in them. Let's take over the market, America. It's here for the taking. So many people vape, dude.
The Bible is not
there's just as much vapors as there's smokers now.
Present it. In the Bible, there's a lot of times where they're saying violence. Yeah. There's a lot of times in the Bible where they're saying violence.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of it.
God was treacherous back in the beginning of the Bible. The First Testament, God would kill you in a heartbeat. Fuck off God, bro. That's why there was a New Testament, to show that God had grace and that there was forgiveness. So true. God would just zap you with a lightning bolt.
Just so we can have this conversation, because we talked about this in church for the last couple of weeks. In Sunday,
you fucking off.
Starts at 9:30.
Excuse me. You know what was?
I don't know. It says, hand this
Never
man
mind.
over to Satan
mind.
for the
I gotta
destruction
take
of the flesh, so that his spirit may one day be saved by the Lord.
By the Lord.
That sounds like they're saying to kill him so he can't keep committing the sin. It says destruction of the flesh. So I get it. But this lends to what why the Jews didn't believe, the Hebrews of the day, not the Jews, but the Hebrews of that day didn't believe that Jesus was Jesus, because they expected somebody to come that was like David. They expected a king that was gonna come and you know, start fighting, come and wage war, come and kill all their enemies. That's what they expected. But instead of getting that, they got Jesus, who came and said peace and love. And, you know, he got mad every now and then and did things like flipping over tables.
My cat's
But
getting old,
his
I can
mission
tell.
wasn't to destroy the enemy.
He's in there.
His
sleeping
mission
on
was
the
to
couch.
collect the allies, to collect the sheep. That's what his
I
mission
gotta
was.
clean my house today, man, but I don't want to. I really don't want to.
I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
But I have to.
Which is easy to do when someone isn't taking your words and trying to make it sound like you're saying something else in order for them to seem like they're right about something.
Is he talking about us?
Isn't that the perfect definition for gaslighting?
Yeah. We be gaslighting you, Jack. Are we gaslighting you, Jack?
It's real easy to agree to disagree with somebody when they're saying their position.
Have I not just sat up here and said, well, Jack's right about that? Here's the problem, man. I think you come off with good talking points, but I think it comes from a wrong place.
Change your words and make it sound like you're saying something.
But your talking points aren't far off from what everyone else.
No idea. If I
You're just following along the headlines.
Do that to me. You just have no idea.
We're gonna go to the Bible some more.
No, I get it.
From homophobic to incest.
I got a question. Can I do? Oh, I just thought of an idea that I might be able to do. I'm gonna try it. Not now though. When I'm offline, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if it works. Because if it works, it's gonna absolutely change the game.
Got another idea. He's got another idea. Hello, native. How are you?
Oh, thanks. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm right, by the way. Neither one of us could clearly know whether we're right or not. Right? This is a thing about the Bible. We're talking about, you know, we're discussing theology. So I'm going off of what the words are saying, and more of a reason why I believe that they're saying death specifically is not only because it says destruction of the flesh, but the very next sentence says so that their spirit might be saved. So they're taking
you can change your spirit right now. You don't have to die to change your spirit, Jack. You know, through change, the spirit changes as well. You don't have to die for your spirit to change, bro. Who you are is your spirit.
A
your
line
whole character, your whole
delineating
version of you is your spirit,
the flesh and the spirit.
That's fire. New job is always
that's
fun.
why I came to the conclusion I came
especially
to,
at the beginning of it
from a earthly standpoint. So, I mean, I don't know. I believe that I'm correct for that reason, but me believing I'm correct and me actually being correct are still two different things. Also, if you remember, Jesus had to go down into hell and steal death from Satan. For everybody that don't know, Jesus went to hell and had to steal death from Satan because Satan had control over life and death at one point. So Jesus had to go steal death, had to go to hell and steal the the power over life and death from Satan. So
What?
that being a thing, Satan, it says right here, hand the man over to Satan for the destruction of his flesh. Satan is in hell. And on top of that, Satan has control over life and death. So that's another reason why that's what I believe. So, but I could be wrong.
You're wrong.
Because at this point,
you're wrong.
I believe that I'm not sure whether Jesus went down there and did that yet. I got.
You're wrong.
I could do a little bit more research and find out in a minute or two, but we are going to keep going.
Keep on going, Jack. Let's
Thank
move
you
on.
for that, with people who don't have ego problems, where when I say something, they're just trying to tear everything that I'm saying apart like it's a fucking game.
Here we go. He's mad.
So
he is mad.
I don't like having conversations with people where we can't have a conversation where everywhere because the other person knows less than I do or think they know less than I do. They might know more. What the hell do I know?
Why would anyone think that they know less than that other person? Oh. Oh, God, dude. See, it don't come from a good place. It doesn't come from a good place. None of these conversations come from a good place, bro. This is why I started becoming a detractor from him. Because it doesn't matter what topic you have with this guy or what discussion you have with this guy. The place you come from is always going to be the bad spot for him. It's always going to be. Anything you say, he's going to twist, turn, and change into you saying the opposite of, or you're not agreeing with him. And that's not fucking cool. Period. He's done it to everybody, bro. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter at this point.
Of course, the other person thinks they know less than I do. They stole the conversation. So a conversation.
So a person thinks. So a person wants to have a conversation with you, but they automatically come into the conversation thinking they're dumber than you.
15 minutes now takes 2 hours. I absolutely hate that, and I don't like talking to people who do that. Just so we can be clear.
Okay.
I absolutely don't like talking to people.
You just took 2 hours to tell us all this.
It don't make sense why a conversation has to be a fucking hour, part of my language, when we could have wrapped all of this up in 10 or 15 minutes and then moved on to something else important.
Man, that's a fucking pot calling the kettle black, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a fact. Jesus took the key back of life and death.
Yeah, it was with his sacrifice. Thank you, dog.
Has always been won.
It was with his sacrifice of his own life, son. I'm not even a Bible thumper or a like theologist to even like know all this, but Jesus Christ, Jack.
Already won. That's a fact. That's what you meant to say, right? The fight's already won. Yeah, the fight's already won. That's a fact. I was actually having a conversation with somebody about that specific thing, and that's when somebody tried to misconstrue what I was saying. So it was 3 people. I'm not gonna have the conversation because I actually.
You're going to watch. Don't worry about it. You're going to watch.
I really like these people, and I know that I'm gonna have to stop going around them soon. And
he's going to. He's going to tell us. Don't worry about it.
Like a weight on my heart. I know I'm gonna have to stop going over there. I know I'm gonna have to remove myself from their presence, and it's kind of a weight on my heart because I really do like these people.
You said that twice in a row now.
I already know.
Are you a child molester?
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
He shifted that gear quick, didn't he?
So good. I'm always trying to understand what the person that's talking to me is saying.
Maybe you go too far into it.
You've been here for how long? I'm always trying to understand what the other person is
saying. Dude, I still have a piece of metal shoved off in my thumb, bro. I don't even know where it's at to get it out, bro. You can see I've tried to dig at it. You see I've tried to dig in there and get it. I don't even know where it's at, man. I can't see it. Can't fucking. It's starting to swell up and shit. Fucking piece of metal in there, man.
This or
Like it's so far in there, like I don't even
itself
know where it's at.
when I'm trying to understand what a person is saying, and while I'm speaking, the person understands what they're saying is BS. So now they're walking back their comments. Oh, that's not what I said. Really, and then now it just a 10-minute conversation turns into a 2-hour conversation.
When?
Because people they don't have enough. They have too much pride.
When does this conversation happen? I don't
they
know what
enough.
conversation you're talking about. Neither do people you're talking to. You don't have them online. You don't let anybody talk online.
They just have too much pride.
Boy, that's a pot.
Imagine a person saying that they love God, but they can never admit being wrong.
Mm.
And you got to look at them, talk to you, and be wrong.
Well, you don't say, huh?
Now, you want to know something which is funny?
They're not wrong about everything.
You actually look like at what he's doing, right? You're talking about the scriptures.
Hear them
But then you have physically bad women that you posting on top, like in the
I know
whole thing. It doesn't make sense.
And he steals those photos. He steals those photos. So that tells you he's already lusting after them. He went and searched for them to steal the photo, or he's already has them and says,
You feel like they know that they're wrong.
This is a big fat nothing burger.
How can you not know? But my brother once told me this, right? When he was talking to me about a different individual. And he basically said, when people don't know something, they don't know. Basically.
What?
And
such fucking
have a problem.
Man, you are a fucking philosopher, dude. When someone don't know something, they don't. Such philosophy.
No, it's that drunk philosophy.
I gotta buy the book, Jack.
Whole life because of my level of comprehension, not intelligence, but my level of comprehension. Like I'm really competent.
I don't think so.
So when people are doing bullshit, because of my level of competence, level of comprehension, and because I have a very short fuse for bullshit, I don't want to deal with it. It's not doing nothing. I don't like doing stuff that's not doing nothing.
All right.
I'd rather just be doing nothing than sitting around doing stuff that's just spinning the wheels doing nothing.
He is mad, bro.
Yo, I don't know. I hear like a drum or a guitar or something like that. Is that his background?
It's real big guitar violin. It's a violin, the smallest violin.
So I'm just gonna help with this last little thing, and then I'm gonna bounce, and that's just how I feel.
All right, help us.
I'm gonna help them with this last little thing, and then I'm just gonna bounce, and I'm gonna figure out.
Oh, you're talking about the people.
Else I could go to help people. So that's my plan.
Oh yeah, the Sharks. He's bouncing on the Sharks, man.
So
didn't make a penny, did you? Ain't made one penny from the Sharks.
Not Coney Island, but I gotta leave a little bit.
Yeah, you're very disingenuous, bro. There's just things about you that nobody should ever trust. Seriously. Isn't this like this is the most untrustworthy man I've ever seen on the internet so far?
Probably everybody.
Except for Willie. Willie just lies.
Anyway, I'm gonna go.
You just
apologies. Hey, Mountain Rain, if I do a live tonight, you gonna pull up? If you're gonna pull up, if I do a live tonight, you gonna pull up? Because if I got somebody to talk to, I might do a tonight show.
Yeah, Mountain Rain. Come on over there. Of course, Jack. Yeah. Watch. Okay.
I don't know if she left yet. I'm gonna wait and see if she comment. Yeah, if you gonna pull up tonight and I got somebody to talk to, I might do a tonight show.
Trolling Jack with women fucking names and shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Haters will hate always. That's what they do. They hate.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
On some dumbass Lolcow's page. Lolcowing it up. about politics. I've never seen the most democratic person live at the absolute bottom and swear he's a conservative. What conservative lifestyle do you live besides not doing nothing?
Only people that comment is the people that's coming in talking crazy. So that's why I don't want to talk to those people.
I don't blame you. But whatever. You're on YouTube, bro. You're on fucking YouTube.
Like
There's just always going to be that one that's going to talk stupid every time, bro. So, like, get used to it.
All right, she's out of here. So no Tonight Show. Maybe, most likely not. Let me show you something real quick before we get up out of here.
Show us, Jack. I'm going to queue up our next Lolcow.
Oh, you'll pull up? All right, so we're going to most likely do it
tonight. I knew it. Didn't I call it, y'all? I called that shit.
For everybody that don't know, I go and I spend some time. I donate my time at the local community center with the kids. No,
I thought you were getting paid, bro. You told everybody you were getting paid.
I donate my time.
Hoping.
The guy that everybody hates
wishing
donates his time to kids that, you know.
Bro, you know what I wish you'd do? Donate time to your kid.
I donate my time to the community, fam. I donate my time to.
You don't have to have money to be in your kid's life. Just donate your time.
When the church needs me.
I mean, I'm sure she's way past the age of needing anything. Other than your time.
So I know I'm gonna have to leave there though. I'll find somewhere else to go. Maybe I might walk around because I gotta go hand out these things for the basketball tournament. I'll probably leave after this is over. So I gotta go. We got a basketball tournament. So
awesome.
Oh shoot!
Who drew that up?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I know what I gotta do.
Who drew that up? A fourth grader? Who made that flyer, bro? I hope that's not your boot. I hope that is not your doing.
So I gotta wait to put that thing together. So yeah, so I'm just it is what it is. Good people, nice people.
All right, since AD's out, I'm just gonna talk. So how's everybody? A disturbed 5-year-old made that fire. Now that's funny. All right. Let's see. It's cardboard championship belt. Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. What other comments that anybody could say? Wow. Cardboard championship belt. Dag. That would not even fly for a first date. Let alone anything.
See what they do to me, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
You see what they do to me, bro?
Sure.
They just be banging me out my own stream and shit. Stop it, Darnell.
Yo.
Stop it, Darnell. They just boomed me, bro. I thought I was shot on that one.
I don't really miss people, but
people don't miss you.
I generally don't miss people.
He just look like a talking piece. He just look like a talking piece of feces.
I didn't go in for a week.
I'm tired.
So I know I'm missing.
Quit
So
doing
I'm
that,
Okay.
man.
and find something that will be of an asset.
Jack.
Just go find somewhere else. There's got to be somewhere around here, right? We could use a guy that's just,
He's talking about the Sharks.
want to donate his time to the community and do some good. There got to be somewhere around here. So I just found
You
something.
gotta be something
Anyway,
around here that wants a guy like me.
with that being said,
I thought you're good, bro, but you're up here whining.
I mean, if he was good, he would have had a better streaming setup instead of that garbage.
Go out.
Yeah,
there
he's just
into the
got
world.
lights
I was about to show you
everywhere.
I started talking because I don't.
What's up, Sonny?
My brain is somewhere
What up, Sonny?
I just think about it.
Supposed pro-democracy protesters.
If you notice, why is this only old white people?
Yes, did you notice the number of boomers there, elderly folk? These are the people who
It was probably put on by elderly
America
folk.
being a manufacturing superpower once and
Do you think that they were trying to hold on? Do you think that they were trying to make a statement here, Jack, with only elderly folk? You ever thought about that? That maybe that they were trying to say, hey, all you elderly folk need to get out and vote left. All you elderly folk, see all these elderly folk? They're all lefties.
the time
Stupid.
who bought their homes at a reasonable price. They're protesting for the status quo. If you think the majority of Trump voters care about billionaires losing billions and the share markets diving,
Listen to where he had to
you
go
haven't
to
been
get this
paying
news.
attention. Here are some sobering facts. In the US, 93% of the stock market is held by just 10%.
%93% of the stock market is held by 10% of Americans. The wealthiest 10% of Americans own 93% of the stock market. So Trump crashing the stock market, I need to know how that helped rich people. I need to know how that helped.
Well, it ain't helping you, so therefore, I don't see why the heck you talking about it.
Yeah, he's fucking stupid.
Anyway, we had a question. Do you agree with Trump's changes? The way
This Australian news? That's dope.
Changes the way we administer tariffs. My brain, I just wrote. The census don't even.
It's nice to see, like,
42%.
even the world believes
said
that,
no,
like,
4% said don't care if they work.
This shit is
they just hate
crazy,
Trump.
bro.
Shout out to the 4%.
That just goes to show you the impact on fucking America, of America. It just shows you the impact of our country, that all the other countries have to talk about us in their main news. We don't talk about any other country in our main news hardly. Well, we do, but like it's very rare.
Results, 26 people voted. I'm with the yes people, just so we can be clear. But
we don't care about people's economies.
Don't care if they work because they.
We don't look into that shit as far as news goes.
You know, I respect the fact that y'all people like, I don't care if everybody die. I don't care if Trump is right.
What? What?
Now you got to respect the person that they don't care. You know, I don't care if everybody die. I don't care if Trump is right. I don't care if America burns.
You got to respect that person.
Shoot nuclear warheads and the whole earth blow up. You got to respect the person that has that viewpoint. Like,
what?
You do know that there's the chance that World War III is going to happen and nuclear warheads might actually be flying through the sky. I do know that, right?
Nah, I don't think nukes are going to fly.
Everyone over. Let me show you something. Wait.
I don't think no one wants to die as much as we don't want to die, bro.
See something real quick.
What are you talking about?
No, it's somewhere else. I had it somewhere else. All right. If I find it again, I'll show you.
The person pressing the nuke button doesn't want to die either.
Yeah. There's a real fear that Iran might be able to get a nuclear warhead by putting puppets in positions of authority in other countries. Now go look at England and see who their elected officials are. Rain says, I would like to say, everyone surround yourself with positive, strong-minded people, and you will mentally be healthy, and you will get to your goals and not be brought down by negativity. I'm gonna 100% agree. I refuse to befriend people that I don't think
Free
is
spiders.
gonna encourage me into positivity, and that
I ain't
can't
fucking with no
encourage
spiders in
positivity. I
Australia,
can't
bro.
encourage you with
Fuck all that.
positivity. Or
I don't like
or
spiders.
I think that you can't
I don't
encourage
kill
me
them, but I don't like them.
positively. I just refuse to befriend you. You and cigarette smokers. I don't befriend cigarette smokers anymore.
You don't
Because they got
like
this thing
someone
out
because
here
they
where people
smoke
know I don't
cigarettes?
like cigarettes. So whenever I go outside, assholes, whenever they see me, they literally just light up cigarettes and come try to. So I don't befriend people that smoke cigarettes no more. Like if I
That's
see
some
you smoking,
candy
I'm not gonna
shit.
befriend you. We could be casual acquaintances. Like
Candy
way
Grand
before
Prix
we
weapons
other than that.
activated. We got
Like,
the
you might be a
Candy
great
Grand
person,
Prix
but I
fucking
don't
direct energy weapon that just zapped Jack. Get him, Candy.
You know I'm just not. I don't
Anti-cigarette
hate you. I
smoker.
don't want bad for you or nothing like that. But once I see you smoking a
You're
cigarette,
not. You
be
can't.
like,
Oh,
"You
you're
need to
smoking
stop."
cigarettes. You can't be my friend. No way, bro. You got nothing to offer me. You're a cigarette smoker.
You're
Fuck
probably a
you.
good
What are those
person, but
Marlboros?
I don't
Oh,
want to
hell
hang out with
no.
cigarette smoke. And
Oh,
I'd rather
no
just
way,
not be
sir.
friends
We
with you.
can't be friends. You smoke Newports? Oh,
I'd
no.
rather. I don't care
Menthols?
who it is.
Gross.
There's only one person alive.
What
that
about
if they smoke
vapors,
cigarettes,
bro?
I'd have to consider it.
Is it that woman again?
They don't smoke cigarettes.
This poor guy here, man.
But I would be mad because I want to put a baby in her.
There ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'd be like, can you at least quit during the 10 months? You actually,
my mama wouldn't even buy regular cigarettes. When she smoked, she rolled her own for a long time. I had to roll them for her. She rolled her cigarettes for a long time, for real, for real. Like she just would not smoke regular cigarettes. It always had to be fucking like crisscross or some shit.
Okay.
Back time, bro.
Be pregnant for 20.
Let me use the restroom.
Did you actually quit during the 10 months? I want to put a baby in you. Anyway, everybody, please have a beautiful day. Go out there into the world, do stuff worth doing. Stamp God's name on it. I'm actually would keep the show going even longer if I didn't have to find the directions and put this damn thing together so I could print this shirt up. I'm just being honest with you. Mountain Rain, thank you very much. Absolutely appreciate you. Having someone to talk to, competent, not stupid, and not trying to create any problems. Shout out to East New York for the donations that he gave today. Definitely appreciate you. Also, shout out to Mountain Rains for the donations that you gave today. As soon as we get Adobe back, I will be doing a couple of things that I know that y'all guys like past, but I got to get the Adobe back. And right now, I can't afford $50 a month that thing costs. So we're gonna hope by maybe the next 2 or 3 months, we'll be able to allocate some resources, get the Adobe back up. Once we get the Adobe back up, make it BBN more than it does right now. With that being said, I love y'all.
We don't like you, you bastard.
Do something worth doing. Something good.
Yeah, go and shave, you bastard.
Let people know that you did this.
You look like a damn wino.
He looks crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He looks like he's going crazy to me, man.
I mean, if he was to just get a shape up by the Dominicans, he could have looked type of decent.
He really, for real, looks like to me like he's going stir crazy. How he keeps talking about that woman and shit. Like he really reminds me of more stir crazy.
Shout out to Kendra.
There it is.
And I got to do all that over again. Shout out to Kendra. So the other day, I needed a thing, and I didn't know how to do it. I actually did know how to do it, and I was telling the person how to do it, and the person was like, "That's not how you do it."
There you have it.
I called Kendra up, and Kendra was able to give us some information on how to do a thing. Very, very
give you or
us?
us?
A really good woman. I
Here we go.
As a man, I hope she does, and I hope that he's a good guy. Right? I hope he's 100%. I just had to contact her in front of some people that I don't want to think that there's no chance that me and Kendra's ever gonna date. She's not
Outcast.
interested in it.
I'm an
I'm not
outcast too.
interested in it.
I
I'm just
don't
noticing
really, I don't
that
particularly like going around people either.
help for
Me personally, I'll tell you this.
Hey, I'm not like one of the what do they call that, extrovert?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not an extrovert. I
Me
will
personally.
talk to you like if I got a buzz going on outside or something. If I'm out in public drinking or something, I'll get talkative. But I usually don't. I'm nice. Like I'll say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, thank you, hold the door for people. But I hate being out and about with people that I just don't know. Like
Yeah,
the store,
pretty
I hate
much.
the store. I hate work.
Yeah, I mean, it was to the point that like at my job and everything like that, I didn't really talk to people except one. And people used to go around and get mad and everything like that. I'm like, I don't see why the heck you get mad. I ain't gonna go around and drink with you. They're always trying to go around and go and do some shady stuff when I was at the job, just because I didn't go around and talk to them. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I stay out of business big time at work. And I
yeah,
think I get a lot of hate for it too. Plus, I'm a
yeah,
manager too, so I get hate for being a manager. And then I get hate because I don't get involved in like the fucking plant gossip or whatever. I just don't. Because I found out that like if someone comes up to you and starts talking about someone else,
they're
you
gonna
have
talk about
already,
you next.
yeah, they've already had you as the topic of conversation too. So it's like if you don't associate with that type of behavior, then the people that are involved with that type of behavior already know how you're going. They see you're not involved with it.
Yeah. Yo, that's messed up. Damn.
more than her. Okay.
I'm like, for calling, ma'am, isn't that an appropriate term for an older lady?
But the point is that she's a wonderful person, and no, me and her is never going to be back together again.
But you're just so in love.
I'm actually pretty friendly with every woman I've almost dated ever.
I almost dated.
You're
like 48 and you almost dating women?
Live.
How do you
Jack?
almost date?
Terms with, and we wouldn't see each other.
How do you almost date someone?
I mean, you could have in your mind that you're gonna date somebody until they turn you down.
Let's get up out of here.
Yeah, I guess.
Subscribe. Join the notification. Hashtag Bronx Mall. Each other. It's for me. I haven't forgotten about you.
I know it. Nobody's buying his shtick anymore. That's what it is, bro.
Yeah. So what does BBN stands for? Bird Bastard Network?
I don't know. Broke Bitch Boy Network. Broke Boy Network. I don't know what it ever even stood for anyway. I think it's bombers or some shit. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. But let's go on over here to Shanny. Let's go on over here to Shanny. Let's take a look at Shanny. She's got this thing out for Foodie Beauty. What's up, Rock? How are you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm not going to go away just yet. We're going to stay on the Lolcow tip for now. Because it is a Lolcow fucking kind of Tuesday, right? Shanny's got this fucking grief with Foodie Beauty that I don't understand. I mean, I do get it because Shanny is like a detractor of Beauty.
Right.
Yeah, dude. She shows her wicked side in this, bro. She really does. I'm not a big fan of Foodie Beauty either. Let's get it right. I think they're both Lolcows. I think they're both got their funny moments. I think they both don't even understand that they're Lolcows. That's the thing about a Lolcow.
And I think both of their farts stinks, but that's
most definitely.
Well, I'm about to step down. AD. All right.
Have a good one, Don. Don Armando, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, go check him out, man. Go subscribe up. Give him a fucking view. The hippo and the hippo. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Look what's on her forehead, bro. What is that? Is that a mole or a bump? I don't think it's a mole. Looks like just a bump.
Holy shot.
Two of them. They're like in line with each other. I just don't get why, like, that's the real thing about being a Lolcow. They have to really understand that they're not Lolcows. They how do I say it? Like, They have to know. They don't get that they're lolcows, I guess what I'm saying. Like, they don't understand that the world's watching them and actually having fun with it. Yeah, this is what kills me, bro. She's making fun of Foodie Beauty for being fat. Yeah, I'm going to show you a video.
Anyway, I'll be a messy bitch. Foodie, honey, baby girl, are you triggered? Are you triggered? I mean, you want to say that I'm bigger than you. This is bigger than you?
Yeah, you are bigger than Foodie. I really do
you?
believe so.
Are you delusional?
I think you're bigger than Foodie. That just might be a good angle for you. You probably looked at the angle before you went live and was like, oh, this makes me look smaller. And look, I love my big girls, man. I do. Shout out to my BBWs, bro. Because that's my cup of tea. I'm not going to lie. I like thick women. I definitely like thick women over very, very skinny chicks. I need some meat on your bones, please. But that's just my preference, you know. Everybody's got their own preference. Just my preference. I need you to be at least chubby. A lot of boobies nice too. Don't get me wrong. A lot of booby. Everybody, I mean, you can't never be upset with a lot of booby. I like fat butts and I cannot lie. But dude, these are, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to find this video for you.
Are you Delulu? Last time I heard you were in a 6X. I'm in a 3X now.
Oh, you better watch it, girl. I am in a 3X. You better watch it, girl. I'm in a 3X. You are a 6X.
What are you talking about? And I can even fit in a 1X. If I wanted to.
You just said you were a 3X. How in the hell are you going to fit in a 1X? Last time I checked, the reason why people wear 3X is because they couldn't fit in a 1X. The last time I checked, people wear 3X because they couldn't fit in a 2X. So how you going to drop from a 3X all the way down to a 1X? Baby girl, you left the 1X a long time ago. It's going to be a long time for you to see it again.
So, like, why are you triggered? You know, you're talking about things that happened 5 years ago.
Hold on. Let's get a better view of her. I'll give you guys a better view. Let's do a better view. I'll give you guys a better view.
Check it, guys. Look at this. What? Holy shit. Now say that she's not losing weight, okay? Try that. Try it. Pizza Maranatha. Boom. Check it, guys. Look at this.
Wow, you turn to the side. It really, like the light and the camera angle. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's not ass. That's not booty. That's something more than ass. There's a whole, I mean, I'll leave it for y'all to.
What?
Look at the size of her cankles.
What? Holy shit.
That tells you look at the size of her arm.
Now say that she's not losing weight, okay? Try that. Try it.
Pizza Maranatha.
Turn to the side one more time for everybody.
Check it, guys. Look at this. What?
Jason, can you get her out that door?
What?
If the house was burning down right now, could you pick her up?
Holy shit.
Jason.
Now say that she's not losing weight. Okay? Try that. Try it. Pizza Maranatha. Boom. Check it, guys. Look at this.
I'm done. I won't hurt y'all no more.
What?
I'm done, y'all.
What?
I won't do that to you no more. That's a lot. I know. She was on Ozempic. Let's hear some more why she's so fucking triggered.
Trying to complain and be like, oh, look at her child's bed. My house was literally broke into and ransacked.
Why did
what
Jason
the fuck
kick
are
your
you
kid?
talking about?
Why did you allow that man
Ransacked
to
for a
kick your
fucking
son?
YouTube video for Dragnaut? Did you know that's stupid? No, you didn't, did you? Because you don't seem to hear what people say out of their mouth. You don't go to the source of information. You listen to reaction channels who made shit up and they know they did illegal shit to us and they keep trying to cover for themselves. That's what's happening.
The reaction channel,
right,
y'all.
I'm not lying. Okay? You keep making this shit up over and over and over again. You keep talking about this. It's like the only thing you have on me is a rumor from the internet. Good for you.
You tell
Good
rumors
for
all the
you.
time.
Like, do you
Looks like a chunky
do you?
dog. She
No,
is
you
very,
don't.
like, she needs to learn, like, the makeup style is so fucking, like, early 90s. It's pitiful. Like, give it up, bro. Well, you might as well, like, hairspray your hair out and like, kill it with the fucking, all that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they call it.
Oh, I remember.
Eyeshadow.
You
or
tried to
whatever it
break into Nader's house. Oh, fuck you. Thank you, Megan.
Nader comes in here.
Bye, Sarah Lee. Nobody does like Sarah Lee. Not you. Anyway, not you, Sarah Lee.
Just
I
kick
bet
somebody.
you're just Carrie in a sock account repeating the same stupid old shit over and over again. Look, this is what Shanny did.
She's talking about Carrie. She's talking about Carrie.
Things that have been repeated for years over and over.
It doesn't erase history.
So if you keep repeating my past, why is it not okay for me to keep repeating your past?
Yeah,
over and over again.
It just seems to hurt you more than it hurts
Foodie?
other people. That's the problem with these cows, bro. That is the problem with these Lolcows. Like, anything will be said in their chats and they take it for fucking whatever it is. Like, they don't do any fucking fact checking. Me, myself, I will fact check some shit. I'll fact check it. Then I'll run with it. But I'm not just going to go, oh my God, they said the fucking blah, 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 blah. Not going to do it.
Why is it okay for you to do a little sneaky sneak in my room? Huh? And then you complain about my teeth.
They're horrible.
Because of a vitamin D deficiency. How dare you?
Take care of them. If you're getting Ozempic, why should you not take care of your teeth? Go to the dentist. Right? I get it. You want to lose weight, right? But shouldn't you take care of your teeth? I think you should. I mean, just as much as you want to take care of your body health, that's your health. Your teeth matter.
Ew.
Get fake ones.
I think honestly, Foodie, you're jealous that I've lost weight and I've stuck to my diet, and you haven't. I've never in my life
know it was
have seen someone eat
really.
such enormous portions as you do. You eat more than Amberlynn Reed.
Oh my God.
Okay. You keep saying I'm 500. Does this look like 500 to you? No, it looks like a woman who's been working her ass off trying to lose weight.
What have you done?
For
We've
her
seen
health.
no exercise streams.
So I can reverse my diabetes. So I can feel better, you know,
have
with
you
my
done any
arthritis.
exercising?
And if I need the weight loss surgery, I'm going to get it.
Eating cigarettes.
Period. I'm going to get my preventative.
She been eating them motherfuckers. The brown ones, the real long brown ones, bro. Been chewing on tobacco leaves.
Medicine if I need to. You, on the other hand, you don't have a doctor. You don't listen to your doctors. You don't listen to your health officials. You don't listen to anyone except TikTokers, which is really fucking intelligent to do. You see, Foodie, you are not worth my time or energy, but yet I did what I did, and you still couldn't fast, and you still can't lose weight.
I thought
doesn't that piss you off that you have to hide your fucking shit in me?
Ramadan, you can eat at night. Like, so she did fast. I thought she did fast. It was just you doing Ramadan streams every day.
Pretty much gone.
Fasting for her.
I bet that really pisses you off so bad that I've been losing weight and you've been doing nothing but gaining weight and lying about it. I could imagine being you and lying about weight all the time. I could imagine that. The very fact, thank you, Gloria. The very fact that you keep telling people that I weigh more than you is absolutely ridiculous and delusional at this point. I think anyone can see the progress. Anyone. And you talk about my children again. Something I don't like talking about. Something very traumatic of people breaking into my house, putting on videotape, exploiting my family for views. You try that. You try going through that. And then being labeled neglectful when people broke into the house and ransacked it. That's a real big kick in the fucking face. My story's never changed over the years. Theirs has. Foodie proves her weight by getting on the scale. No, I prove my... No, listen, honey. I prove my weight by showing how thin I am, honey. Okay? Get the fuck out of here, stupid. I can take care of myself. Who the fuck do you think you are?
She's backed off from that scale, didn't she? She's backed off from that scale, didn't she? She didn't want to talk about getting on the scale, though, did she? All right, man, look. Aloe vera. Taste test. Mango. I don't know if this is going to be good. But we're going to find out. No artificial sweeteners. No artificial flavors. Can't read it. No sugar. Well, no, it's got sugar. Let's try it. The watermelon flavor is good. Smells mango-y. I could drink this. It's like mango-y. What's the chunks? Nah, it's not chuggable. I mean, I could. It's chuggable. I guess it's chuggable, but it's got chunks in it. I guess that's mangoes. Aloe chunks? Pulp for sure. The one you tried was horrible. This one's okay. I don't know if I would drink it. Like, I don't think I taste aloe at all. It's mostly mango. I taste a lot of mango. I want to try the watermelon one, bro. I bet watermelon's fire. For sure.
I don't have like 5 chins like Foodie.
Here's the problem with the weight thing. You don't have to be horribly big in the face to be horribly big on the bottom. That's the problem with selfies. A chick will trick you quick as hell. I'm never doing a meetup with somebody that doesn't show their body in the picture that they're trying to, you know. She's got chins. She's got fucking moles too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I count 4 right now. One's hanging off the right side. You see it up by the eye? It's hanging out. You can. It's like Mount Rushmore. That's pretty good. I'll admit this one's pretty good. I could drink this.
I don't. Okay? I don't. My face isn't shaped like a fucking gourd because this part of my face is like collecting a bunch of fucking fat like Foodie.
No, it's collecting warts, bitch. How is somebody this ugly going to talk about somebody else's face? Like, come on, bro. You ugly as sin, man.
My gut.
Whoa.
Oh my God. You can see the difference between my tits and my gut.
Because they're fucking, you got huge fat tits. Those are milkers, baby. Those are big, huge fat tits.
Can't really with Foodie.
Don't do that to your face ever, 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 ever again. Right here, bro. Ooh, look at the rot, dude. Ooh. You know what I see right there? Pain. I see pain, man. Let it out, Shanny. I see pain. I see pain in your eyes. This motherfucker be good with some gin or something in it. Maybe some vodka.
Can't really with Foodie. Unless she wears that blue dress that tucks in her waist. Because she's got to feel thin. But if you look at that dress a year ago, her wearing it, she certainly was a lot thinner. She's filled that fucking dress out fully. Don't fuck with me, honey. I've shown the evidence. I don't need to show my weight to prove that.
You notice the angles she's using?
I've lost weight. Doesn't that piss you off that I don't have to show my weight to prove that I've lost weight? Because it shows.
No, you need to show your weight to prove you lost weight. Any fucking like healthcare physician or like you got to show it. She is dirty looking.
That's the funny thing. It shows.
Shammy.
Hi, Miss Farah. I remember you. It shows that I've lost weight and I didn't have to put myself on the scale.
Yeah, it's got big ass trunk.
Okay. I don't have to put myself on
huge,
the scale.
bro.
I can show it.
Fucking gigantic.
I can fucking show it.
She sounds like an earth angel.
Do you get it?
She could be earth angel. She could be an earth angel.
Do you get it?
She could be here
No.
just like comfort.
Because you always think the scale is what proves that you're losing weight.
You can see the
when we know you fuck with the scale numbers.
How can you fuck with someone's scale numbers? How you just type it in like, let's change the weight of it? Yeah, we know you fuck with the scale numbers, but I'm not going to get on the scale at all. She's up here talking about Foodie Beauty fucking with the scale numbers, but this bitch scared to get on the scale at all because she knows right now she weighs more than Foodie Beauty. That's why she's not doing it. That's why she's not doing it. Because Foodie got on the scale and showed you what it weighed. This one don't want to. Then it shows that Foodie Beauty probably weighs less than you right now, and you're just running your fucking mouth.
Much. We don't do any smoking bashing in here. Okay. Not even Foodie should do smoking bashing because she smokes through a hookah. She smokes way more tobacco, if you think about it, how she smokes on that hookah than I do.
Oh, hookah.
You take more nicotine than I do with your fucking hookah, with your 3 fucking cartons of cigarettes.
3 cartons.
Have at you, woman. Hypocrite. Okay? I'm going to get thinner and you're going to get fatter. There's God's judgment on you. And then you can end up on the list.
She won't get on the scale, bro.
Or
but she wants to talk about another fat person.
Mukbangers who end up dying because you can't take your health seriously for
Motherfucker,
nothing.
you were just on here doing mukbangs last month with Jason. You were just on here mukbanging falafel, bitch.
For nothing. You can't take your health seriously. Instead, you have to eat your food. You have to have that fucking ranch going down your fucking face so you turn on fucking feeders.
Foodie Beauty.
You want to judge me as a person? Look at you, okay? You judge my past. I judge you now. And I can judge you because you judged me first. First blood, motherfucker. First blood.
I don't know if it tastes like aloe at all. I guess I have to try aloe water to like know, but it tastes a lot mango-y to me.
Don't talk shit about me. I'm going to stick up for myself.
You had food for
Period. Period. I'm gonna stick up for myself.
You don't have to hide. You have to
I
hide
spent
food if you're addicted to
years
food.
not sticking up for myself. And the rumors kept flying and flying and it never got better. And I tried to be silent. I tried to stay in my own lane, but now I don't give a fuck anymore.
Ooh.
You want to be evil to me? You want to treat people like shit? You want to constantly bash parents on their parenting when your parenting was a bunch of fucking teenage fucking horny ass people who didn't give a shit but wanted to get fucked all the time, just like how you were with a teenager and you used to do drugs as a teenager. I wasn't like that as a teenager. I never cheated on any of my men. Can you say that? No, you fucking can't, can you?
Sold your old man's house for $1 to another man.
Okay, you want to judge one thing that happened in my past? I can judge a bunch of things that
You
happened
sold
in
your
your
old
past,
man's
girl.
house for $1
Totally.
to have another man.
And I don't give a fuck if I do or not.
He's having
Because people need to know who you are. Okay, all you got is Shanny's got a dirty house.
You do.
That's all you got is Shanny's got a dirty house.
No, that's not all we have. You let your old man beat the hell out of your son.
Do I have to show the fucking garbage pit that was your house in the villa?
Did you hear that in the villa?
If you want to play that, you know?
Yeah, she kept and abused her. Gave up her kids. Didn't even show up to court.
Okay, my crotch doesn't smell like barracuda and ricotta. There's another thing. Since you want to do this compare game like a child. Okay? I don't have to be oppressed by a fucking hijab.
Oppressed?
Just for a man. Okay? I can be freely me and get the fucking D and get my pussy eaten from behind. Just how you like it, baby.
Wow.
I get that treatment. Do you? No, you don't. Salah can't even
Wow,
stand being
dude.
around you. It's obvious. And
What
he thinks you
fuck?
stink. And then you come out tonight bashing your husband and saying he's the stinky one.
Ugh. Ugh.
He certainly is a stinky one. And my hair may look like this right now.
Yeah, it's greasy.
But that's because I have a treatment in my hair.
Yeah,
and I'm
right,
leaving
bitch.
it
That's
on all
not- that's
night.
natural grease,
And then I'm going
man.
to wash
Yeah.
it in the morning. And I'm going to feel good with nice, smooth, beautiful hair.
Yeah,
Okay?
Sure.
I don't have to deal with dipshits like you. I just choose to. Why?
Yeah, why, Shanny?
Because I can.
Because you can. Good. You can choose to.
Because I
deal with
want
dipshits?
to. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing.
You're the one that sounds triggered.
I can talk about you however I want. You know why? Freedom of speech. Something you lack in your country or what the country you're living in or vacationing in.
She's
'cause you're
dogging her
really
for
not
being
supposed to
Muslim,
be a
bro. That's
resident
kind of
there.
fucked up.
You think I care what you have to say? No. I really don't. You know?
I think you do.
But you want to piss people off.
I think you
thought
do.
poking at something that was very damaging to my family. You think poking at it is a good thing to do. No.
She said she got robbed and her
It's
house
not.
looked like that. No, it always looked like
It's
that.
not. Because I know I'm a way better person than you. I don't flash teenagers and then talk about how good looking their dick is.
What?
I would never do anything that fucking sick.
That's a fact. She did a whole 30 fucking minute video about how mad she was and she's thinking Foodie Booty's triggered.
Okay.
Foodie Beauty's flat out said it, bro. If you fuck with
I'm
Shane,
not
you
the
don't want her
one
here.
who chased a man for over a year that didn't want him or want you.
Oh, you didn't?
Okay. I don't have a belly that impedes my ability to masturbate. Like you do.
I bet you do.
And by the way, Foodie, I do get up to go take a pee. Okay? I do get up to take a pee and walk to
Does
get
Jason
a pee.
wipe your
to
ass?
Take a pee.
Does Jason
In
wipe
case you
your
didn't
ass?
know. Did you know?
Dude, my cat would not let me sleep last night for nothing, dude.
Are we
For
going to see
nothing.
William on YouTube when he's 18? Probably not.
I got up to take a piss. Check this out. I got up to take a piss, and he was in the closet sleeping. I could tell because the door is open, just a little crack in it. I come back from taking a piss. He jumps up in the bed with me. I must have woke him up or something. He jumps up in the bed with me, and so I'm like, all right, kitty, hey, hang out. Go back to bed. Start petting him. He starts attacking me. So I'm like, I ain't playing with you right now. This ain't games. This is fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. So I roll over and I go back to sleep. He starts fucking jumping on me, running up and down my headboard, scratching the fucking leather on my headboard, trying to pull out the fucking wall shit. I'm like, no. I kept banging on shit, trying to get him to quit, acting like I was coming after him. Dude, he goes in the kitchen, starts knocking everything off the top of the refrigerator, fucking climbing all in the cabinets and shit. I'm like, oh my God. Finally, I fall back asleep again. Wake up at 3 o'clock to go piss. Guess what? He does the same shit. Jumps up in my bed, and I'm like, all right, kitty. All right, kitty, let's go to bed. So I start petting him. Got him overstimulated. Motherfucker starts acting a fool again at 3 o'clock. Guess where he is right now? In my damn living room on the couch, crashed the fuck out. Thinks he's going to sleep all day. I ain't letting him. He going to sleep while I'm on here, but that's it.
He doesn't want to have anything to do with social media. He's one of those kids that, like, throw the phone away, don't talk to people online.
I'm sure
enjoy real life. And I'm happy for him for that. You know?
Yeah, he likes to play it for some reason. I don't understand it.
I love my son so much.
Dude.
No, I'm going to see my son in private because that's where it should belong. In private, instead of exploited like so many people did to my family.
Motherfucker, you exploited them the most. You missed court for custody. What'd you do? Come on here and said it was because the government wants to steal Indian babies because of their bloodline. You nuts ass bitch. You missed court. Then didn't even care to go have court again to have it rescheduled. You just didn't show up. Fuck it.
Exploit it. A serious problem that had nothing to do with the internet. And they exploited it for views. Okay? A lot of this stuff I didn't put on the internet. Other people did. And I wanted to keep it private, but honestly, they don't want to, they just want to constantly dig in someone's life. And that ain't cool.
Give him something to dig
for. Yeah, Salah doesn't want her, but she's going to keep trying. She's going to keep trying over and over again. I'm sorry, honey. You are not the type of person Salah looks for as a partner. He's just not. Okay? And as money as you, and you pretty much admitted that he uses you for money and you don't care. I don't have to do that. My man actually cares about me. My man doesn't use me for money. My man loves me, cherishes me, protects me, helps me when I need. He's a wonderful man. Your man, on the other hand, plays video games all day and leeches off you.
Hey, what's wrong with video games, bro? Your old man don't have no fucking job either. You hear this shit? A bitch with an old man that don't even have a fucking job is talking about a person's old man that don't have a fucking job, bro. Yeah. Use him like a motherfucker. Used him up for $750,000 cash. That's what the man inherited, cash. And then you talked him into selling his house for $1 to dude on YouTube.
Ooh, how exciting. It's almost like you are back with BB.
Why are you worried about foodie?
So complain about my teeth all you want. That doesn't have any measure about what kind of person I am. My teeth. Okay.
What kind of person you are.
I'd rather have bad teeth than your body. I'll be honest.
Ooh, poor taste.
You know?
Poor taste.
You know, I'd rather have bad teeth than have fatty liver disease. Fucking thing to show for diabetes.
They got nothing to show for it.
My gallbladder had to get out because I ate so much fat, and you know all that other fucking problems you have.
They don't even
I'd
have the
rather be
Walmart
me.
hauls. They don't
Thanks.
have the fucking
I'd rather
Floyd
be
hauls.
healthy.
She don't have the fucking
I'd rather be
Fashion Nova
free
hauls.
from
She don't
your
have none of
fucking
that shit anymore.
problems.
She ain't got
Because
a
I've
pop
seen
piss
what your
in.
problems do
I'd be
to
ashamed of myself.
yourself.
I
And I don't
would.
want that. I've seen what sodium can do to you,
Especially
and I
if I
don't
was
want
him.
that. I don't want to do that with my life. I want to lose weight.
I get
want to be
fucking rid of
healthy.
her.
I want to be focused, clear-minded.
Yeah, you got to exercise to lose weight. You just can't change your diet and think
I want to
calories
be
are gonna fall
active.
off.
I want to get my teeth fixed.
Get them fixed then, stupid.
I do have diabetes. I don't want to have it though. You know, Oh,
Look,
hi,
man, I get
Rodden.
it.
How
I'm
are
not
you?
talking. Listen to I'm going to say this.
Oh, where I
watch this video in the future, maybe. I'm not coming at people for being big. I'm not even coming at anybody else. This is who I'm coming at. Shanny. Shanny. She's a fucking fraud, bro. She gave her kids away. All these people are a piece of shits. Like, I don't know how I end up following the Lolcows that are just dog fucking piece of shits, bro. But she's a piece of shit.
I got the shirt. It's Temu, $9. Done. You know. No, I didn't say that. I said I don't want to be with having fatty liver disease, diabetes, blah, 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 blah. You know, all those problems in a row. You know, I'd rather just have diabetes, but like at least my diabetes is controlled. Unlike yours, okay? I would never read as high as you. Ever. Ever. Why? I try to do a low carb, high protein diet with plenty of
Well,
greens.
isn't she just God's gift to fucking weight loss?
That's what I
man?
do. Okay. You may have seen me having curry. That was a vegetable curry that had tofu and beans and rice and a little bit of rice. I didn't eat all the rice. I gave most of it away to Jason.
Give it away to Jason?
I know, it's so sweet. Jasmine rice
That's
is
the
lovely.
motherfucker that bought it for you.
But I only had
dumbass.
half
You
a
didn't give
cup
it
of
away,
rice.
and you just gave it
You know
back.
why?
I think you had less than
Less than that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have diabetes. And I know that rice can affect it. So that's what I did with my curry. And I have plenty of curry left over. I just took a little portion. I didn't eat the whole thing like you do.
Aren't you just the fucking best?
I'll never eat like you. You know, I'm a shitty mukbanger because I eat so little.
The
you know?
mukbanger?
Yeah, Foodie smokes with a hookah on a CPAP. I don't do that. I'm not on a CPAP. My breathing ain't labored
Are we
like
on
yours.
I'm better than you mission here?
You know, I don't
does
have
this,
to eat
but I
and
don't
then
do
be
that.
out of breath like you.
She does that. I don't do this. Yeah,
I don't
what
have to
she
sit
does, I
here
don't do
and be
it.
out of breath like you. Like, you want to go personal? Let's go personal. Come on, girl. What do you really know about me other than something that happened 5 years ago and you really don't know anything about other than internet rumors? Good for you. Good for you taking a narrative that isn't even true. Nobody's tweaking. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you look like you're tweaking.
I'm good, Olivia. I'm good.
All these bitches that there's no food.
Yeah, I know smoking
Now
with a
she bitching that
CPAP
she has
is
all this
nuts.
weight loss food. That shit
You know?
costs even more.
Oh, I hate when
They
they
gotta
bring
be
up
getting
rumors
food
too.
stamps.
It's so dumb. But see, with you, Foodie, I don't need to bring up rumors. All I have to do is present you. I'm not making shit up about you. I'm just reacting to your shit. And you're losing your shit over it and taking it so personally. Why? Because you don't like people calling you fat. You don't like the truth being presented to you. You don't like having someone tell you you need to lose weight for your health. You don't like it when people laugh at the ridiculous things you do and say and your lies and bullshit.
That's what we're
Who
currently
cares?
doing to you, Shanny.
It's none of your business what we do behind your back. It really isn't any of your business. But
I'm
you
not
want to get
sure.
personal, so Let's
I
get
don't know,
personal.
bro.
How you lied about Nader. That's why you're so pissed off. Because I talked about
She
Nader
got
and I said,
one on the right by her eye. She got one under her eye. She got one on her cheek. She got one on her fucking chin. She got two in the middle of her forehead. Like, I'm beginning to think they're going to start growing arms and legs and shit.
that people need to give Nader a second chance, right?
She's up
Because
there
you lied
dogging a
about him
fucking-
so much.
She's dogging on Foodie Beauty, bro. That ain't done nothing to her. You know? I mean, I'm not saying I necessarily care for Foodie Beauty because I really don't. What's up, D? But like, you're just as big as her. You're probably bigger. That's why you won't break out the scale. Foodie Beauty got on the scale. She got on the scale, bro. You won't get on the scale because you're probably bigger than her right now. You know your scale says that you weigh more than what she weighed. That's why you're not getting on the scale. Because you know you weigh more. Just be honest. You know you can't really have a weight off until you get on the scale, bro. This is a chick named Authentically Shanny. She's the chick that ran through her man's $1 million. And they're now sitting on their uncle's fucking couch. And they ran him off. He's living somewhere else. He sold his mother's house that got left to him and went through $750,000. Didn't invest a penny of it. 50 grand you could have invested in somewhere and been cool, bro. 50 grand just starts up any business damn near. 50 grand puts you in the door anywhere. Everybody knows that. You couldn't invest 50 grand out of the 750 you were left.
Ooh, too bad I said that. I'm not going to believe your story. The police didn't believe your story, and the courts don't believe your fucking story. So guess what? I'm going to believe Nader. I'm going to take his side because the law is on his side, not yours. Your whole, he was abusive to me is bullshit. There's been so many times he said he hasn't touched you. The only reason why you say he's abusive is because he rejected you, bitch. Over and over again, because he couldn't get in your head that he didn't want you. You thought he fell madly in love with you by giving him a bunch of money and trying to seduce him all the time. You're so fucking ridiculous.
What? How do you know any of this?
You're so fucking ridiculous. You damn well know. As Nader said, I want you. You take him instantly and reject Salah completely. You damn well know it. Did I hit? Are you so triggered by me that, you know, I hit a nerve? Yeah, I can hit a nerve. You know why?
I don't think you're
I'm
doing
emotionally
anything to
intelligent.
Foodie, bro. I
know where to
you're
hit.
bothering
Don't fuck with
Foodie
me
at all.
Don't fuck with me. I'm not the person you fuck with.
I don't. I don't think
really
you're
not.
bothering Foodie at all, bro.
You know? She's playing tit for tat game. They are so close in comparison. It is funny. Shanny is so angry. No, not
She's
really.
angry. She's angry.
I just figured I'd trigger her tits again.
What the fuck, dude? Look at her fucking face, bro. It's so gross, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's gross, man. She's not cute. Like, I think she's throwing jabs at Foodie Beauty being like Islamic or of the Muslim religion. I really do.
I'm just not gonna believe you.
I gotta hurry up.
You know. Love that she knows who's in your chat. I know she gets so mad at who's in my chat. You poor baby. That must
she
be
just knows who to watch
people are
out
coming
for.
to my chat that comes to your chat, huh?
She said it. She said, if you go over there and fuck with those people, I don't fuck with you. She said that to you, Shanny. Foodie said that. So, like, I don't know how you say she's triggered. Like, Foodie just said it, though. If you fuck with those people over there that are not fucking supporters, they don't fucking care about me, they don't give a fuck, they don't give a fuck to help, so fuck them. That's what she said. And you think that's triggered?
Me? I don't give a fuck if they go to your chat, but you certainly give a fuck if they come to my chat. Why? You don't like the truth being presented about you? Honey, so many people have fucking tried to out me and treat me like shit over the years. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Because there's nothing else.
I mean, you could say I'm angry, but
fat ass. They call it adult services on her.
Obviously, you haven't seen me angry. If you say I'm angry, no, I'm just
called adult protective services on Shanny,
playing
bro.
a YouTube game. Too bad for you. You get your feelings all hurt.
Eat another brown cigarette.
But how about this? I'll continue doing what I do, and you're just going to have to deal with it. Because I don't care. I like what I do. I have fun doing what I do.
It's delusional.
No, I know Beck is fucking sticking up for Dakota. And she's a skinkwad for that. But there's no new material. Foodie keeps gracing me with new material. So I might as well react. I mean, isn't that like my job and all?
What?
Anyway.
Now
Foodie
you're
beauty,
a reaction
you're
channel?
a pussy.
Boy,
And
you
you're
guys
fat.
just throw anything.
And I'm better looking than you.
Fucking
And I'm
wall
thinner than you, baby.
bro. I'm religious. Now we're
Doesn't it suck
news.
that I don't
Now
have to
we're a
use
gaming
filters like you
channel.
do?
Now we're a reaction channel now.
Even if I use the filter, there's not much difference anyway. Watch. I'll put the YouTube filter on.
Oh,
there.
God.
That's the filter on. Does it do much? I don't think so. Filter off.
Nothing's going to be able to filter that shit. It's having problems.
The smoothness on my skin.
Smoothness?
Guess what? Your skin would look better if you ate better. If you had a fucking apple once in a while or a salad once in a while and skip the freaking fast food. Your skin would be pretty.
You got
Go figure that your diet dictates your skin health. So keep saying I'm fatter than you. Keep mentioning me. You're sending people over, and then they see me and they're like, Foodie, can you recheck your eyes? Foodie, you gotta recheck your eyes. The whole Shanny's fatter than me. It's just not true. Sorry.
I think it is.
It's just not true.
I think it is.
And then you go ahead and say that I'm gonna go to hell. For what? Go to hell for what?
It is.
I didn't murder my babies like you did.
What?
I don't have to say anything else. Murderers do not inherit the kingdom of God. Liars, like you, don't inherit the kingdom of God. Pretenders, false ones, don't inherit the kingdom of God. The sexually immoral do not inherit the kingdom of God.
That's not what it says. That is not
what it says. If you want to
what
play
it
the comparison
says,
game, you might as well do it right instead of lying. Because I think everyone can notice that what you say is a bold, fat.
Oh, God. Bold, fat lie. Everybody, enjoy your fucking Tuesday, man. We'll be back a little later. I got some things I need to get done on my day off. I appreciate y'all, man. For real, for real. We're going to end this one on an old school banger outro. So I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Shout out to y'all.
With a sack and a Glock in the back full of rock with my skill on the seat. Clutching and looking my brother behind me, he up and he busting whoever he see. Niggas be rapping, but ain't never done it. They know how I'm coming, they know I'm a creep. Shoot till it stop when I
land on my feet, Mr. Lewis Gossett Jr.
Ah! Ah!
You gotta do this, you gotta do it, 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 we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. This is it. We done? We done? I'm not quitting my job because niggas fucking
destroyed my platform. I'm not bad at my job. I'm not bad at my job. I'm not quitting my job. I'm not quitting my dreams because other people can.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm seriously thinking about just worshiping the devil. I know that's the wrong thing to do, but if I assume I'm going to hell anyway. But if I worship the devil, I could die soon and probably. I'm really considering doing it. I'm not even lying.
Help, I'm a motherfucking money go deal with a real nigga feeling. I do this shit with ease, bitch. I'm fast life living. I can go in any hood. They love a little nigga, couple of them hate but stay in their place cause they don't want it with me. See me looking good, beating hard, bumping in my city, riding with that sack in that strap.
I'm not gonna go get a job because you destroyed my platform. My platform is just fine. If y'all wasn't here harassing me, I wouldn't have a fucking problem. If y'all wasn't here trying to make everybody hate me, I wouldn't have a problem. You are trying to force me to. Ah!